You start, you know what? I'm gonna start to record. Make sure I get everybody. Record to cloud. Okay, okay. We're gonna do this again. Okay, y'all. I just went live on my YouTube. If everyone could just go there and then share it to my page, and you can share it from there. Hey, Lakeisha.
Hey, I'm back.
All right, we back.
All right.
Yeah, we're not going to have any sound effects or nothing like that because I don't know what's going on with my soundboard. As soon as I press the button, everything just like, okay, I quit.
Oh
I,
wow,
I guess
that's
that's
great.
baby. I guess that's baby bear revenge.
Well,
They didn't pull the
we
plug on me.
we've all talked before without the soundboard, so we'll all
Oh
talk
yeah.
again.
All right then. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I just want well, good evening, everyone. This is the Will and Taylor Made show with Baby Bear. Baby Bear is a part of the show now, but we got him on some other duty because for some reason our sound went out. So he's not going to be, he's going to be in the background somewhere making sure that we getting everything else done that we need to have done for tonight. But anyway, we have an amazing lineup for you tonight, featuring people who create physical products, GPT builders, and prompt engineers, along with guest insight on how to stay motivated. We also to have a tribute game. What I'm going to be doing is I am going to be giving you a lyric, and once I give you that lyric, you have to give me the artist and the title of the song. All should be in a question format. Do we have that? All right. Miss Martine, got that yarn out. Had to get that last yarn out, huh? All right, then. Well, what I want to do now is I want to bring up my co-host. Is she's there, Miss Tellermaid? Miss Tellermaid, come on through, come on through.
Hey, 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 everybody. Hold on. It's your girl Taylor Made of Eclectic Creations here coming at y'all right now. Today we have a wonderful lineup of panelists today. We have the wonderful Miss Kia Smith. We have Mr. Adrian Scott. We have the wonderful Miss Shanice McCready with us today for the first time.
Yay!
Yay!
In case
We
y'all didn't know,
have
that's my daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was born April 2nd. She was born April 3rd.
April 3rd.
Oh,
We just
wow.
had to
That's my
wait two
Yeah.
nephew's
minutes.
birthday.
Just 2 minutes.
And you were Aries. Aries,
Yeah.
okay. Yay. We have the wonderful Miss Martine. We have Lakeisha. We have Kimberly Jones. We got Miss T Weaver. And we have our wonderful admin, Miss Sabrina.
All
Okay.
right. Breathe,
Welcome
breathe,
to the
breathe,
party
breathe.
with William and Taylor May.
Hey.
Yeah, have
Gonna
a
have
good
a good
time. We don't need
time.
no music, y'all.
Pum, pum,
Hey.
pum, 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 pum,
We
pum,
still
pum,
gonna keep
pum,
it
pum, pum,
alive.
pum, pum,
Exactly.
pum, pum.
Exactly. So I am
Okay.
going to let my wonderful panelists all introduce themselves today. And then we gonna just get right to it. How about that?
All right then. Who are we gonna start off with? Because you know I have to say who house is this?
Okay, well, we're gonna start to the right of me on the screen, and to the right of me on the screen is Miss Kia Smith.
All right. Miss Kim Smith. Okay, okay, Miss Kim. When I say who house is this, you say what? You don't say what, you say Kim
Not,
house.
I did not Kim. Kia.
Oh, Kim.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Miss Smith. Okay, that's my bad. My bad. Miss Smith, who
I was
house
like,
is
I was
this?
gonna say I thought she said somebody other name but mine, but I'm sorry.
Okay, okay. Well, Miss Smith, who house is this?
Kaya's house. It's a
All
little
right.
bit different.
Well, you have the mic.
My name is Kaya Smith. I'm the owner of I Believe Enterprises, where I provide business startup services, and I also make custom items, sublimation, and I do photography and a lot of other things. So that's me, your one-stop shop.
Okay, I believe I can fly. I believe, come on, Miss Smith, you're gonna have to, this is your song. I believe I can touch the sky. That's all right. She a little shy. Okay, then Miss Tellerman, who we got next? Hello, Miss Tellermaid. Miss Tellermaid, is she there?
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay.
So after Miss Kaya, anyone is free to introduce themselves as they would like to introduce themselves. Okay, Mr. Adrian, how about you?
Hey, no problem. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Adrian Scott, Unique Design Shop, graphic artist with 15 years of graphic art experience. I run uniquedesignshop.com. I have an Etsy store with the same name under Unique Design Shop. And as of this week, I've just purchased all of the materials, the domain, the licensing, and I'm launching Unique AI Solutions, where I'm going to be shifting more over to teaching GPTs, AI agents, and programming. So that's my new project. And as always, I'm super excited to be here with you guys.
Okay,
Awesome.
great, great. That is awesome. All right now. You know what I'm going to do is I am going to just start calling people. Miss Kim, Miss Jones, you up next. Introduce yourself. You got the mic. Who house is this?
Kim's house.
All right, then.
My name is Kimberly Jones. I'm the manager of Luxsphere Holding. I do service GPTs. I have a class on business trust, and I just finished doing a Zoom GPT, which I'll be showing tonight.
Okay, that's great. That's great.
And for anybody that missed that class, yeah, y'all missed the class today. Because baby, we on our way to being set up for real. So y'all I would really suggest that everyone get with Miss Kim about the replay and everything, because the sooner you can get everything solid with your business, to make sure that everything is, you're covered all the way around from your from your LLC structuring to setting up your Zoom meetings. She has you guys all covered in this GPT class. And I just really recommend this class to anybody to take this class.
All right, cool, cool. So who we have up next, Miss Tellermaid?
And up next, we have Miss Shanice.
All right, then, Miss Shanice. It is so good to see you here, Miss Shanice.
Hello, my name is Shanice. I'm Will's daughter. I'm a writer and a creator. Um, I'm going to be showing two of my GPTs today, but I mostly deal with writing. I also have a artist page called Queen Phoenix, where I put a lot of my stories on there. So I've been creating, writing. I'm going to start doing like short story audio, so that'll be interesting to do next. So I'm slowly building up, but my main focus is on creating. It's not really the business side, but mostly the creating side.
Did y'all notice how much she talked much better than I do? Did y'all notice that?
Also,
She's shaking
I
her
went
head,
to
yes.
college and I have like art degree and everything like that. So it's okay.
All right. Well, thank you, Shanice. Oh,
Mhm.
Miss Tellermaid, if you there, who we got up next, or would you like me to introduce them?
Go right ahead. I am sending out links.
All right then. Well, then who we got next here is Miss Martine. Miss Martine, who house is it?
Hey, it's my house.
Oh,
Always.
all right then.
It's my house. Thank you for having me here. I'm Martine Brown with Mosaic Creative Designs, and I empower women to transform their lives through art, technology, and I've got a lot of moving parts, so but through art, technology, and AI. And I'm just excited to be here this evening.
Well, that's great. And we so excited to see you and for you to be here as well. Well, what I am going to do is I'm going to bring up Miss Bree. Miss Bree, Miss Bree, who house is this?
It's my house,
In
and
the
good to be here.
middle of the street. Come on, Bree.
I
Our
am the
house.
moderator. Oh, my house. Oh, you want the
Yeah, we
my
gotta sing the
house
song.
in the
Middle of the street.
middle
My
Saturday.
Okay, it's
Gotta change
Saturday.
it.
We're a little bit off today because we don't have the sound effects going on.
That's
Go
okay. That's
ahead.
okay. But it goes on. Show goes on.
Uh,
Sabrina, go by Sabrina Bree, moderator for the Will and Taylor Show, owner of Creative Odds and Ends by SPJ, GPT creator. I also make physical products, and I am glad to be here.
okay, great. And who we have next is Lakeisha. Mm, mm, Lakeisha. Y'all remember that song, Sheila?
Oh,
Oh, Sheila. Instead of old Sheila, it's old Lakeisha.
that's me. Okay.
All right, you got the mic.
Hi, everybody. I am Lakeisha. I am the owner of Embroidery Blanks. I also have an Etsy shop called The Right Finders, and that is where I host my GPTs. Two of my GPTs are actually on sale. I don't know if I said that the last time, and I do apologize, but they are on sale for 50% off. Inspired Designs, Celestial Filigree. Those are the two that I've been showing lately. And I make physical products. I do embroidery. I do rhinestones, sublimation, um, journals. I have my own line of sticker paper, and I will show y'all a few when it is my turn to go. I have some designs that I put on sticker paper. So here we go.
All right now. So who we got up next is T Weaver. T the T. Miss Weaver?
At least
Oh,
you didn't put the thong song on Kim this time.
No, I didn't want to do
No,
those things.
no. I'm T Weaver, partner with my daughter at Harmony's Divine Design. We specialize in teaching classes, creating GPTs, creating AI art. And tomorrow I'm giving an AI to Pod class if anyone's interested.
Okay.
And that's pretty much
What time is that
for
class?
tonight.
What time is that class?
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. Cool. All right then. Well, we got all right. Wait a minute. I think we got everybody. Didn't we talk to you yet, Miss Martine? We already talked to Miss.
oh
Lydia.
yeah, it's my house. I'm here.
Okay then. In the middle of the street.
Where's Lydia?
My house. Yep.
That is where we used to eat. You're supposed to go my house.
My house. I couldn't get my cursor there that fast.
I know y'all. We don't have the sound effects going on, so that's what it is. All right, then, Miss May. We got our first presenter coming up next. Am I correct?
Yes, we do.
But you know what, Miss May? Before we go on that, I have to do A tribute. All right. Released in 1977. And you come to me on a summer breeze. I need the artist and I need the name of the song. Lakeisha, no, you can't just be calling out these names so quick. But anyway, if you got it, go ahead. So, but you have to answer it in a question format.
Say that again. Say it again.
Okay, released in 1977, and you come to me on a summer breeze. Mhm. Okay, all right. Well, we're gonna let that sink in a little bit. Okay, Miss Tellermaid, you got the mic. I don't see anyone giving us any answers.
Well, all right then. All right then. So, our first presentation will be from the one and only. I think you need to, what, you can't even call her. We can't even call her. So I'm gonna have to go, Miss Kim.
Well, we you know what? We do have a guest. So the guest was what is on a summer breeze. That's kind of close, but it's really not there.
I know.
So keep on going.
We also have one in the chat.
Okay, what do we have on
in the Facebook community? And
nope.
Miss, and I think I mess her name up each time, but the Bee Gees, how deep is your love?
Oh my goodness, that's exactly it. Congratulations. I'm gonna have to clap like this.
Anye. I believe it's Anye. Pronounced like Kanye, but Anye.
Okay, then. Well,
Anye.
congratulations. Congratulations. What's her last name? You know her last name?
Her
I can
last
pronounce the
name
first
is
name that good.
spelled Dacre. Dacre or Dacre? Dacre?
Darkray. Okay, well, congratulations. And
Forgive me, Anye, if I'm pronouncing your name incorrectly.
Okay. And thank you for participating. Make sure that you send me a message on my Facebook and I will do a photo dump. I got some really nice photos for you. So make sure you send that message so I can send it to you. I will have it to you in the morning. All right, Miss Tellermate, you got it. You got it.
All right, and first up to the platform, we'll be calling Miss Kimberly Jones.
All right, I kind of knew you was gonna do that.
Okay, Miss Kim. Now, before we go on, you know what we got to do, right? I know you have that nice, calm, and cool voice. But when I say who house is this, you said what?
Kim's house.
All right, there. You got the mic, Kim.
Okay. I'm gonna present my Zoom planner GPT. I was trying to let me see something. I was trying to do a demo real quick, so I only have 15 minutes. I'm gonna see if it's gonna work. Chat is really being mean to me today.
Okay.
Doesn't want to do what I need to do. But let me go and share my screen.
Yep. If somebody could put a spotlight on me and I'm not gonna finish it off.
Mrs. Jones.
Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones. Mm-mm. She got a thing going on. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. See, I didn't think I knew that song, right? Okay, Miss Jones.
What
Whenever
is
you're ready.
the on the side? Where's the thing? Just going.
So, Kim, what you want to do so you can clear this out, your
Well,
bar.
it's okay. It's the demo. It's the
Okay,
demo.
cool.
It's
Good.
not the.
You go.
Yeah, it's the demo. Okay, so I should be talking to it and let you do it since you've used it more. This stuff is annoying. So with this, I came up with this GPT because one, planning Zooms or it can take a long time. especially when you're doing one in the aspect of William and Taylor. Um, and I wanted you to be able to also not just plan your Zoom, um, how you're going to be that day, but I want you to be able to go in and analyze the engagement, analyze what happened, do emails. So the four starter, it says let's get started. That's what you do at the beginning. The next one, it says analyze your Zoom meeting and engagement. So if I had one to put in, you would just upload it. You upload your transcript of your Zoom meeting and you analyze it for engagement patterns, time management issues, the overall flow. And then, as it says, it says once I have the transcript, I can provide targeted recommendations on how to improve future meetings. Did you ever get a chance to do this, Taylor?
Actually, we're doing it right now.
No, do you ever get a chance to put one of the older ones in?
You know what? I had actually, I did, and I didn't save it like a weirdo. Like, but I did. So you
Well, I was gonna say, if you did, it would like be able to let somebody see what it looked like. Because I don't have when I was trying to do mines from earlier today, it was telling me no. Oh, that is not what I want to do. It was telling me it couldn't. So also the next one will be create a follow-up email based on the Zoom transcript. So this is everybody that was said something on your Zoom transcript. This will be the email that it will come to. So everybody that everybody that was in your Zoom, everybody that came in. So this will be more used for those people that have emails where everybody is invited through the email address. This right here, you can send out the Zoom transcript. So if they need the Zoom transcript for like your employees, you can still send it out to them. And then this last one, um, this is just a checklist. It gives you pre-meeting preparations. And as you say, it tells you if you don't have a Zoom account set up, it walks you through how to do that. It lets you know how to invite people, give them the link. You prepare the agenda. If you don't have one prepared, it'll help you get one. It talk about the presentations and the material, the technology setup part. It tells you what to do during the meeting, and then what to do after. So it gives you the different things that what you can and cannot do. And then it also has backup planning. So if things happen like today, um, it talked about the alternative presenter, prepare for another person, or have pre-recorded demos available in case of connection activity. So it gives you all of this in this GPT. And then the first one is just let's get started. The first thing it's gonna ask you is, have you done one before? And I'm just gonna say no. And then it's gonna walk you through the steps on what to do to get started. Tells you to create it, tells you to dump. So, and then it tells you to schedule it. And it gives you everything you need from that point. It gives you 5 steps. And then it says, once you schedule it, let the GPT know so they can help you do the agenda and managing the presenters. And the more in depth you are, the more in depth this GPT will be. So if you go in and you put in, Kim's going to talk about this, William's going to talk about this, Sabrina's going to talk about that, Taylor's going to talk about this, it's going to go in and put it in a way that it thinks will be best for it to flow. Now, you won't have to go in and say, Lord, who do I want first? Okay, now who I want second? It's going to do, it takes all of it away from you. It does all the work for you. And when I did it, I tried to make sure, again, I tell everybody, when I make my GPTs, I try to make sure it takes all the work away. The only work you have to do is putting it in there. You put it in, it's going to do everything else for you. Is it any questions or anything I need to try to go over?
Bree, do we have any questions in the comments? The Facebook comments?
No, not that I see at this time.
Okay.
Let me just double check. Doo-doo-doo.
Well, actually, I want to. This right here is a pretty great GPT because, as you know, we lost. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but we lost our audio part on it. But the good thing about it, we're able to go back because we do have this transcript. We're able to go back and look and still get on track somehow. So I'm kind of thankful for that, and I really appreciate you allowing us to use this GPT, Miss Jones. I really appreciate that.
Hey, who, if not y'all, then who?
Mhm. And Miss Jones, because since every we might have different people today than last week, can you tell us how you thought of this?
From a conversation with William and Taylor, they got to talk. They was getting ready. We was getting ready to get off the phone, and they were saying that they needed to plan their Zoom for that Saturday. And I was like, you know what? I'm finna go work on it. I'm finna go do it. Y'all playing, y'all working too hard. I'm finna go make the GPT. And so that's what I did. It took me, was it 2 days, William?
Yeah,
Days?
that's really quick.
I think it was 3 days when I finally had it complete. Um, but yeah, I kind of, you give me an idea, and I'm gonna go run with it, especially if it's something that's gonna help everybody do what they need.
Mhm.
Because this one, um, what Taylor, I'm piggyback on what Taylor was saying earlier. The things that what they learned in class today was this comes with the GPT, the business trust GPT. This is one of the GPTs that you get.
Now,
And what's the what was you saying, William?
oh no, I'm gonna let you go. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm gonna wait
Oh,
till.
yeah, the I have I think it's 4 different GPTs that come with the business trust GPT. Um, because when you sit down and you start, there's a lot of people starting businesses. When you start your business, why go away or try to look or try to think? If you're gonna go and buy something, you might as well buy something that has everything input in it instead of having to go and buy multiple things elsewhere. So that's what I did. I thought about everything that you would have to do to have your business run, and I put it inside the GPT.
Okay.
It it has that GPT has the business trust GPT. It has the social media GPT. It has this Zoom GPT. I'm working on the YouTube one. What am I missing? Oh, and the website GPT.
Okay, Miss Jones, Miss Tellermaid, since you had used this other than can you tell everybody how easy this was to use? Can you give your input?
Yeah, it was very easy. I pretty much just went in. I said, "Hey, I got a Zoom meeting at 4:30 today. It's gonna be myself and Mr. William McCraney as the host. We're going to have four presenters, and I gave the names. I told what they will be doing. Um, I gave the show and tell segment. I told the GPT that William will be doing the music trivia, three music trivias, as a matter of fact. And what it did, it just pretty much, and I told it that I wanted um, I wanted to plan so everything could be under 3 hours. I didn't want it to be 3 hours or more. And it kicked it back. It gave like the time slots for how long the introduction should be. It gave the time for the presentations for each person. It gave the time for Williams presentations of the music trivias. It gave me the time slot for the show and tell, and yeah, it made sure that it stayed within the time frame that I asked for it to stay in. And then it gave me some insights like remembering to spotlight the speakers and everything like that. This is a very good GPT. If you want some structure and organization in your Zoom meetings and you don't want it to run over or anything like that, this Zoom meeting planner GPT is a very good thing to have. Anybody that hosts any type of webinars on Zoom or anything like that, this is a must have. This is a game changer because you'll also be able to take, like she said, you'll be able to take your everything that you download after your meeting is over with, you can put it back in there in the GPT. You can tell it to analyze it and tell you how to make it better. So that's what I did. As you was talking, I had put one of my old ones into it, and it just pretty much told me how to make it better. Told me how to make it better. And yeah, it's really, really easy to use. It's very easy to use. And like she said, the more details you give it, the better off it'll be. But for me, it's pretty much because I'm not gonna really say it's the same thing all the time, but it pretty much is for the most part. Unless I have more presenters, unless we have more presenters. But otherwise, this GPT is I give it 5 stars because it's very helpful. It really did make even with this one, I had put it in for this one, this very Zoom meeting that we're on. And it it did an amazing job. So I think that's something that every person that holds Zoom meetings, I think this is something that everyone needs to have.
Question from the audience. We have Nichelle asking, did I hear social media GPT?
Yes, ma'am. I do have a social media GPT that let me see. Where I showcase it.
And then Kim, make sure you also put this link in the chat so I can post it up.
Absolutely.
This the Zoom. The Zoom meeting link. Okay, I'll put it over there. Social media content strategy. So just to show them what it does, this is the social media one. I have it set for me to be able to have it post at 6, 9, 12, 3, 6, and 9. And I have it for each one of my businesses. So it's gonna post. I'm gonna scroll down. So I said earlier when we was on in my class, I told it to do it for Monday. So it gave me a 6 a.m., a 9 a.m., a 12 p.m., 3, 6, 9, and then it gave me my hashtags. Oh, that wasn't the right one. But it does all that. The other one, I was on the other one. Oh, I went too far. I didn't go up farther. I'm sorry. This is what I wanted. Okay. It gives you everything. It gives you your Facebook. It gives you Instagram. I'm trying to show you where it shows everything. It gives you Facebook. It gives you Instagram. It gives you every post. Business trust right there. It should be enough right here. I can't find which one it is now, but it'll go in and zoom in and out. There it is. So you can go in and you can ask it to post whatever, whichever one you want it to post, and it'll give you whatever. Or you can go in and say, I want it to post for XYZ. But it'll also give it, as you see, it's giving you the times and it's giving you the different things. And so it's that one, and then it's this one, and then I don't know my time. It's business, multi-business. This one. There you go. So I can say daily. This is the one I was trying to show. And then it goes 6, 9, 12. So it automatically knows, because this is set off of my business, but it automatically knows. But it goes into Instagram does the same thing as Facebook, but it gives me my TikTok, it gives me YouTube, it gives me Pinterest, it gives me Threads, it gives me LinkedIn. And if I don't know how to do something, like on TikTok, I can ask it, how do I do the one for and then it's gonna do it. It'll give me my script. So it's nothing that I have to do. And if I don't want to do it, I want to do faces, I could put that in there. And it'll literally tell me how to do everything.
Okay. Okay. I like that. I'm loving this. All right. And I really thank you for showing us that. I appreciate it. As always. Well, Miss Taylor May, who we have up next?
Up next, we are going to have Miss Kaya Smith.
I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I know my daughter over there saying, Dad, will you just be quiet? Okay, Miss Smith, you got the mic.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Today I will be presenting. I actually have another class coming up on Tuesday. It is a 3-session class that will be weekly on Tuesdays, starting next Tuesday, and it will be covering ChatGPT for business, for entrepreneurs. And I am going to demonstrate some things that I created using ChatGPT for business. So I'll be doing that. Let me see. Okay. Can you all see my screen?
Mm-hmm. Trunk or treat?
Yes, we can.
This.
So so tomorrow I'll be doing a trunk or treat. I'm going to be setting up as a vendor. So this is a to-do list, which is actually a PDF. So ChatGPT can create PDFs for you, and I will be going over how to do that in the class. And it does to-do lists, so it tells me what I'll be doing before the day before the event, things that I need to bring. And then it'll tell me the day of event, arrive early, organize my items. It even tells me to wipe down and double check the cleanliness of my items and stuff like that. So take a photo of my setup and everything. So this is a to-do list that was created by ChatGPT to help me for tomorrow. So as entrepreneurs, we have a lot going on, and if we can just have a to-do list to help us to organize so we don't forget anything, then this is perfect. Also, I know Kim just talked about social media. We had so another PDF um social media post to promote my Christmas products. So it gives me the post, it gives me an idea, okay, give 20% off. It even gives me what code that I can use for my item for my promotion. And it gives the hashtags. So it can do that. I will be teaching how to get the social media posts and everything as well. Another thing that I will be covering is email marketing. So this was an email that ChatGPT actually generated for me to send out when I was letting people know about the class. So imagine turning your ChatGPT into your secret weapon for business growth. Like it just tells you everything. It tells the breakdown of what everybody will learn, which is how to generate attention grabbing posts, blogs, marketing material, discover how ChatGPT can handle customer inquiries. So even all of your emails that you need to send to your customers, regardless of what your industry is. So this can be used across the board for anybody, any industry, and I will be covering all of that. So it will be general business, and it gives like all of this, all the breakdown that I can put, and it even puts my name in there and everything. So that's the email part of it. I'll be going over how to generate emails. And then hold on, what else? And then
Kaya,
Mhm.
while you're looking for that, will there be a replay of your class? Someone
Yes, I have different.
Nichelle wants to know.
Yes. So
Okay.
I have this is the how can I move this oh right here. So when you sign up, there's different packages. You can have the silver package, which is just the course. The gold package is the course and the workbook. The platinum package is the course and the replay, and the diamond package is the course, the replay, and the workbook. So there are different packages that are available. If you can't make one of the classes, then you will benefit from having a replay, so you'll get the replay of all three classes. But if you miss one, then you'll still have that replay. So I will be everything that is covered in the class will be social media content and scheduling. Scheduling including appointments for anybody. Everybody has to schedule an appointment. So it helps you to organize your appointments, email marketing, automation, business startups. I'll be going over, oh wait, that's what I didn't show. So I'll be going over how to get, like, if you have a hard time figuring out a name for your business or anything like that. Where is, okay. I'm gonna stop sharing real quick and pull up one more thing. Cause I also wanted, well, I'm gonna cover the business startup essentials, but I had an example. So I'm going to get that. Let me see. But are there any questions?
Well, yes, I am so happy you asked that question. Well, I know that you mentioned, because I'm a photographer and I love to take images. You had mentioned that you'll get there in time enough to take a photo of your setup. Why are you doing that so people can know exactly what you're trying to accomplish?
So when you take a picture of your setup, you can see how it looks from the other side, how everybody else sees it. In addition to that, when you take a picture of your setup, you can remember what you set up in case you want to set it up. You like how your setup was and you want to do it again. And another reason is for marketing, for social media to content. You can use it for content.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. That does make a lot of sense there.
Yeah.
And you had something on your where your I believe your social media posting.
Yes.
You had like was those 1 through 5? I seen 1 through 5. Was those actual days, or was that from for 5 days, or would you just repeat you know different days on for different things?
So for the social media, this one is saying your countdown. So this is the countdown, and I will get specific into the social media. So this is just an example. So I'll dive deeper into social media, like the days, theme days for your business. So some people have Motivation Monday, some people have, like, I have Technology Tuesday, and then I have on Wednesday I have Work It Out Wednesday. So in my group, people talk about what what difficult clients they had to work something out for. So I go into how to get ChatGPT to give you suggestions for your theme days and how to make your posts tailored to what your specific theme days are.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And then here's the other one. So ChatGPT will give you an Excel spreadsheet. And this is just an example. So here for each industry, it's a business idea. So I would go into that too, like your name, what type of business you should start. If you are wanting to start a business, you don't know where to start, or you don't even know what type of business to start, then I'm going to go over how you can get those different things. So here we had a beauty industry, a natural skincare line, create a subscription box for beauty products, just different ones. You have the fashion industry, um, create a clothing brand, launch an online boutique. And then you have the health and wellness. Let's see. health and wellness industry. I have some for real estate, event planning. So I'm going over all the different industries. I'm not just specifically talking about just one industry. So in the class, I will be going over different industries so that it can be tailored to everybody. Music industry, craft, food and beverage, e-commerce, technology. So everybody on the panel has GPTs, so you have your digital products, which is under the e-commerce industry. So also a lot of people do crafts too. So event plan, I'm going to go over different examples for all of that. And then I also have an ebook that I'm going to roll out at the end of the class that will have everything, that will have prompts that you can just copy and paste into Chat GPT for under each industry. So each category that I go over in the class, it will also be the that industry, and then they'll have prompts for each category. So that's what I'm going to cover in the class. And if there's no questions, I sent the link. I did send the link for the class. But my website is I believe enterprises.com, and on the front page you can register, you can click the registration button, but I did send a direct link over.
Wow. Miss Kaya, did I say that right?
Yes.
All right. I gotta say, you are so organized. I could have never done nothing like that. You know what? I see that this is good for people. Once you get to a certain level in your business, it's a lot of things that because you're at this higher level that you're not going to be able to do. Am I correct? So you're going to have to you have to delegate. And this will be good for somebody to have that can just keep another person's business running the right way. Am I correct? So
Yes, and it also saves time because a lot of entrepreneurs actually work a full-time job and are not full-time entrepreneurs. So to be able to tell ChatGPT what you need, and but the thing is, if you're spending a lot of time trying to figure out what to tell ChatGPT, then that's taking up time. But if you know exactly what to tell ChatGPT, then that saves you time and you'll get exactly what you need.
okay, that's great. That is really great. I am so glad that you show up that to us. Bree, do we have anyone that have any questions for Kaya?
I believe we got them as she was presenting. Oh, great presentation. And
Thank
Patricia says she is definitely looking forward to attending. Thank you much, Kaya.
All right.
thank you.
I believe I can fly. All right then. Miss Teller May, who we got next?
Well, coming up next to the stage is the beautiful Miss Shanice McCraney.
Uh-oh, uh-oh. That's my
Hello,
daughter.
everyone.
All right there. Let's put her on spotlight. Spotlight. Okay,
Oh gosh.
let me tell you something. When my daughter was young, um when she this is what she was in a crib, and I don't know how she got out, but I found out she got out. But the thing was, I didn't know how she got back in. I mean, I seen her just jump and her feet just like stuck on those planks on the crib, and she uh, just flung herself back over and stick her thumb in her mouth like nothing didn't happen. I'm like, I could not do nothing but laugh about that. I didn't mean to embarrass you, Shani.
No, it's okay.
I know you hear that
That's
story a
what
lot.
parents do. They're meant to embarrass their kids.
All right. Well, Miss Shani, this is something that we do here with everyone. We just ask, who house is this? You have to say
It's
your
our house. I always say it's
name
our house.
in the
I like that.
middle
I
of the
like that.
Yeah.
All right, then.
Thank you.
You got the mic.
Well, my name is Shanice McCraney. Like I mentioned before, I'm a writer. I also do art. The two GPTs that I'll be presenting today, they're based on a different GPT that I created. It took about a few months to create it. I structured it so it can make it easier for me to write my short stories that I used to write every day. For it, it's a lot of that goes behind it to actually get the GPT to create actual like impactful stories that people will actually want to listen to and follow. So I structured one of my GPTs to actually do that for me. And then my father had came in and asked me if I would do one for like a holiday. So I did a couple of them. Um, Right now, I have two that are finished that focus on Halloween, but I can also do one for like Christmas and for Thanksgiving and everything like that. Um, I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see them. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so I'm here right here. This one would be my first one. This one is more of a kids base GPT. Let's see. I'm gonna move this bar out the way that I see here. There we go. So this one would be the Trick or Treat Magical Tales. It actually would write the short story for you. It gives you ideas of different stories. It'll also give you a synopsis of that story. And also it'll create the characters and the short story, which is over 1,000 words, and then an image with it. So if we start here, this one will actually give you 5 ideas to choose from. I have different options where you can have one where it can give you the different ideas, and then one that will automate it for you. So you could just press the one button and it'll create everything for you. So this one right here, when you click on there, it'll give you the ideas. So you have the magical trick or treat bag. You have a haunted carnival ride. There's one midnight costume party, which is secret recipe, and you have a ghostly guardian. So what you'll do is you'll just pick one of the ideas that you like the best, and then from that, it'll build from that. So is there any option that you like? Anyone in the crowd?
Number 5.
Number 5. Okay, so we'll pick number 5. So all you would have to do is you'll go into the chat and you'll just type the number 5. From that, it'll just give you a breakdown of the stories that you can choose from. So right here, you'll have your first synopsis and your second synopsis. For this one, I'm going to see if I can get GPT to read it out to me to make it a little bit easier.
Great choice. The Ghostly Guardian is a fun and mysterious adventure. Now, I'll give you 2 different synopses based on
Chinese on our side, it's not coming over clear. I believe that you have a setting that will call that's called live performance audio.
Oh, okay.
You have to press that so it can come out really clear like that.
Okay, 1 second. What was that?
It's actually live performance audio. I don't know
Let's see.
if you see it, or if you don't see it, it'll be on the top hand side um of your
Let's see.
address bar. It'll be to the right.
To the right.
So if you don't have that, it won't come through clear.
Oh, okay. Let's see. So you said it was to the right?
Yeah, it's at the top to the right, and it should say live performance audio. And you want to make sure that's on.
Not seeing that one.
And if you don't, if you haven't set it up before the Zoom, you probably won't see it. So
That's probably why. Yeah, I haven't set it up.
okay. So explain to us the synopsis. I remember when we was talking about it, I didn't know what you was talking about. You know, it kind of went over above what I was thinking about. So if you could just give us a brief breakdown of what's going on.
It's basically a breakdown of your story. So what it's going to do is going to structure the story into a 3-act structure. For writers, it's basically the where your story is going to lead. So you'll have the first part, which will be setting up the scene. You have the mid part where something happens that changes that like moment or the world of that character, and then the third act is the conclusion of it. So it's basically giving you like a structure for your story. So since I don't really have the sound for this one, um I'll just choose from one of them. Let's see, this one. So the first one is he's rummaging through an attic and he finds a dusty cape for a last minute costume. He puts it on and strange things happen. He suddenly sees ghosts. So that'll basically be the story for that first one. The second one is a little similar, that he finds a cape and it belonged to an ancient ghostly guardian. So whatever one that you want to go with, we'll just choose the first one to save some time. So I'll type in number 1 here. And then from here, it's actually going to create the characters for you. So if you notice, it will have their names, it'll have their age, since this one is based geared towards kids. So the stories will be based on the kids. All of the heroes and stuff like that, it's always going to have a main character that's a child. So you can actually write the story from their perspective. So it'll show their appearance, their personality, also their motivations and their personality traits. This is how you'll get more interesting characters for those stories that will grab your your audience attention, and it'll make it a lot easier for them to follow. So it looks like we have Xavier, which will be the main character. Cyrus will be the ghostly guardian. We also have a mischievous spirit here, and it'll have all their personalities here. If you like everything for there, if you like everything of the creators the characters that it chose for you, you can always continue, or you can go in and actually edit and say you wanted to make the main character into a girl, you can always change that too. So I'm just going to move on from this one and I'll just say ready. to continue. And then from this one, it'll actually write the whole story. And it's going to be from the first person perspective. So it's going to be from the main character. If I had sound, I'd actually let you hear the story.
And why
But we
is it,
have, who is
Shane?
that?
You know, because I know how long you work on this GPT that you created isn't a GPT that was created overnight. Explain
No,
to everybody how long it took for you to make sure that um that it was um that it was almost perfect the way that you actually wanted. How long did it took you to perfect this
at
GPT the
least
way?
2 months to perfect it because I had to find out what the structure of it would be, just so it can give me more natural sounding characters and dialogue. And that's one thing that GPTs really struggle with, especially when you're doing creative writing. It always struggles with mostly the dialogue. And I had to get it to where it actually sounds like people talking and not like robots discussing things. So it took a while for me to get that down. So at least 2 months.
Mm-hmm. So this is not a everybody. This is not an overnight GPT.
Hmm.
This is wasn't overnight. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I built like my original, which would be the Forge of Legends that you see here. That was the original structure that I based all of my GPTs from. So from that, it wrote everything for you here. And then I usually just say continue and it should give you an image.
Bree, is there any questions in the comments?
No, no comments,
Oh,
no questions. Is your chat, excuse me, is your GPT available, Shanice, for purchase if someone's interested?
Well, it's available on public GPT store. So as long as you have the link, you can view it.
Okay.
I'll have to work with someone to focus on the business side of things because it, like with writing, it takes a lot of time with
Shani,
writing
you
and
can work with
creating.
me. You can work with me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But here's your
Bree,
image here. So you have your story and you'll just copy paste from here onto like a document. So that's the first one. And then I can always go back here and then there's an automated version too. So for this one, I'm just going to press this right here where it says, watch me automatically create your story. And it's actually going to create everything for you.
and she made that for people like me. I just want to I just want to press and play.
Yeah. So it
Have fun. That's all.
chooses the story for you. It chooses the synopsis. It creates the characters for you. And then if you go down, it starts writing everything for you. And then at the bottom, when it's done, it'll create the image. It usually takes a minute because it's pretty long.
Now, Shanice, I have one question for you. On this one right
Okay.
here, say like if I want to just change, I don't want to change everything. I just want to change like one part. Will I be able to do that?
Yes, you can be able to do that. All you'd have to do is just go right here where the messages is and just type in what you want to change. So you can always change anything in there. Say if you wanted to change the characters, you can always do that. Or maybe you wanted a different topic, like for the story, you can always change that as well.
Oh, I like this.
So for the next one, it's the same, but this one is more darker stories. um, so it's the same setup. You have the choice to choose from different story themes, or you can always do the automated version here. So we'll just do that, and it does the same thing. it creates the story. So it picks a topic for it to cover. You have your synopsis there. You'll have your characters and then your story. And then from that, it'll create the image for you. So we just let it load. Looks like it didn't continue with the image, so I'll just type in here. And then it should create the image. And there's your image.
Hey, I like this.
Okay. Any questions?
Mm-hmm. What about
That kind of look like an image I have already.
Oh, really?
If I find it, I'm gonna post it.
Okay.
No questions or comments in the chat.
Okay.
That's a
So,
nice GPT, ma'am.
oh, thank you.
It is very detailed.
Mhm.
It is very nice.
You
Yeah.
are truly your father's daughter.
Thank
Yes,
you.
she is.
Girl.
Thank you.
Hey, then. Well, Shanice, if I really appreciate you coming to this show and presenting this. I wanted, especially I wanted the people to see how, talented and creative you were, and then you are a lot more detailed than I am. It's not as detailed. You go into things, you dive deeper into it. I kind of like skim over the top of some things. So I really appreciate, you being here. Okay.
Thank you.
You
Yeah,
got
it's
a
nice
couple of
being here.
comments.
Okay.
You had a couple of comments come in after. So Miss Patricia says, I like that. And Miss Maxine says, that last picture was very nice. So
Oh,
some
thank you.
compliments to you.
Thank you. Well, I'll put the link to both GPTs in the chat so everyone can try it out.
Ooh. Well, Miss May, before we call the next person, I have another trivia to go with.
That's what I think should happen. Another trivia.
All right, then. Released in 1986. Roses are red, violets are blue. I'm gonna rock this world for you. I need the artist and the title of the song, all in a question format. Okay, then. Okay. Do, 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 do. Okay, Miss Tell Me, I ain't see nothing come up on the thing. That was a little hard. That was a little hard. But
Yeah, that one's a little difficult. A little difficult.
Okay then. All right then.
Bit.
I didn't want to make it too easy.
All
All
I
right.
have the song in my head, but I can't play. We have Miss Kimberly in the chat.
Okay, okay. And who is the Mac?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we have some comments still coming in for Miss Shanice. Miss Nichelle wants to know who is going to help Shanice monetize her GPT. Miss Nichelle wants to see you get monetized, Shanice.
Okay.
Our daddy better.
And me
Right.
too.
Beat him up.
Me
Okay.
too. Me too. I do
Okay.
too.
We all do. Your dad's been telling me about your GPT, so we want you to monetize your GPTs. You're spending a lot of time on those.
Yeah, I deal with a lot more of the creative aspects of it. And sometimes I neglect the business side. I need to learn how to try to balance both.
Dad McCraney.
You on the right show, because Miss
Yeah.
Martine right here, she can get you right when it comes to
Okay.
to the back end. She can get you
Mhm.
right. So
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I'll add Miss
You,
Martine, and Miss Martine will hook you up. She'll get you right.
Okay.
Yes,
Oh,
ma'am.
thank you. Thank you.
you need an assistant even after talking with Miss Martine.
Yeah, that will be Miss Bree. She's
Mhm.
she's a great assistant. Like, really.
Okay.
I wish I could clone her and make her into like 7 different hers. And
Much
I
love, Taylor. Much love.
7 of her just in my business alone. I could use 7 of her. So yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
But Miss Martine is your person to your go-to person, Shanice.
Okay.
Yeah.
well, and the big thing is just, and so I came into the business because of the creative, because I felt like my creative side was silenced or muted, and I was super excited about it. And so over the course of the last year or so, I really had to, I love the creative, and then I have to be strategic about committing to the other parts of the business
Mhm.
so I could reach my business goals. But to say it was easy, that was not easy,
Yeah.
because I know the part of this thing that I enjoy the most.
Mhm.
And so trying to align that with my business goals has been challenging, but it's not impossible, um, at all, at all.
Mhm.
With the right processes and systems in place, for sure. So thanks for that. Yep, I got
Yep.
you. Just let me know.
And as
Okay.
Anne Marie has reminded us, and I don't know how I forgot, and she's not just Martine, she is money making Martine.
Martine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ah,
don't forget
Money making Martine.
money making
listen,
Yeah.
I'm gonna find a
Martine.
way to make some coins, man.
Yes, ma'am.
I heard
There's
that.
there's a way. This
Okay.
all of, well, just so
If,
many people
if,
don't. Yeah.
if
She
there's a way,
drops
there's a
gems.
Martine. Is there a way that's Martine? I see. And Lakeisha, I don't know how you keep doing it, but she did it again. I cannot believe
Again.
it.
Because her name Lakeisha, that's why I'm not playing no more. Every time she
Lakeisha,
on, I'm
she
not gonna
did it
play
again.
ever
I don't
again.
know.
I'm not
I,
saying
I
nothing
tried.
else.
I tried to make that one so hard. I like. I tried to make it easy and hard at the same time.
No, it was hard because I just kept going over it, and I'm like, I know it, I got it, and then it left, and I'm like, oh my god, and I'm just trying to sing it.
Oh yeah, most
I'm just
definitely.
not again. Never. Not. Nope. I'm just here.
Yeah,
And the
Not
and
gonna
audience
comment.
is not even playing. They trying to get Shanice paid. So that's been the focus in the chat. They're not even playing right now.
oh, okay, okay. All right, Miss. We got a question, Miss
We
Smith.
have a question from Kaya, but I am not even seeing. Oh, there she is, Miss Kaya. Hey,
I'm
baby.
sorry. Hi. I just wanted to remind everybody that I know that, it can be difficult to keep up with those business part of it, but that's a part of the class that I'm teaching on Tuesday. How to let ChatGPT take care of those tasks that we have that we don't have time for. So that's a part of the class I'm going to go over for those of us who, we don't have time for the business part of it, or, we need some help with it. So
Mm.
just wanted to put that in there.
Okay.
Okay, great. Do we have any else or any more questions?
No, just get Shanice paid. Mm-mm.
All right, that's what I'm talking. That's what I'm
Get
talking
her
about.
paid. Pay
I'm
the
glad.
lady.
I'm glad somebody else saying it other than me. Ms. May, who we got coming up next to
All
this?
right. And up next, we're going to have Mr. Adrian Scott.
All right, Mr. Scott. Don't burn rubber on us. All right. Who house is this?
Oh, this A's house.
All right. You got the mic, sir.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? So I'm going to be extremely brief. Let me go ahead and share my screen right quick. Let's see if we got this right. All right. Can everybody see my screen now? Is it showing?
Yes.
All right. Perfect. All right. So Adrian Scott with Unique Design Shop and Unique AI Solutions now. So here's what I want to do tonight. So this is a free GPT. If some of you guys have had a chance to use this GPT, and this was a GPT that I developed because I really wanted to contribute back to this community. Being a creative type, I spend a lot of time on the computer, especially because right now I've shifted to building my AI agency business more than focusing on AI art. So that's kind of like I've kind of found my lane, and that's the lane that I'm going to stay in because that's the thing that I've found that I'm gifted at the most. I can do the AI art, and I love that. But building these GPTs, hey, I mean that's my thing right there. So, and I'm moving away from calling them GPT because what they really are agents, and that's the thing that I want to talk about. And this is one of the GPT agents that I created, and I'm giving this away free. I dropped the link already in the chat. And this is a GPT that's designed to help with like coming down, expressing yourself, having a safe space where you can kind of get some counseling and some guidance. And the way that I built this GPT, and I'm actually gonna kind of run through right quick, and you guys are getting a chance to really see behind the curtains tonight of my workflow process and some things that I have coming down the pipeline with Unique AI Solutions. So the GPTs that I have been creating as of late, they function completely different. And there's a reason for that, because I've learned how now to create my GPTs where they're not just ABC 1, 2, 3, and they don't work through what's called a linear process. And if anybody has had a chance to use this GPT, it's built on a new way that I'm building GPTs. And if you work with it, you'll understand that this GPT works more with you, not like a robot. And your daughter was absolutely right on that. Once you figure out how to get the GPTs to have a personality, to give them character, because you can train them to do that. And it's the way that you do that, then you'll get more specialized, specific, tailored content that's geared towards each individual person. It's not just generic information that you're getting back. And the GPTs will work more dynamically. Okay. And this is one of the first GPTs I released that completely functions based on that. The other GPTs I've released, they've been based on that, like maybe 40, 60%, but there was still a lot of hard code in those. This GPT that I just released now, and it's absolutely free. It's my way of giving back to the community. I mean, it's perpetually free. Use it as much as you want, share it. And it's just one of those GPTs just kind of really helps with our mental health and stuff like that. Just a safe space where you won't be judged, and the GPT can give you guidance and advice and stuff like that. But it's one of the first GPTs that 100% functions off of this new way that I'm building GPTs, or AI agents is what I like to call them. So I'm going to show you guys some, have anybody had a chance to use this GPT that's on the live right now?
I have. Oh, I played with it. I had a whole counseling session. I sure did. I it's just real useful. Like it's very useful. Me personally, I like and I really enjoy using it because I'm not real big on talking to people because I don't trust people like that. So to be able to have an outlet, somebody, something that or somebody that I can talk to and express my thoughts and emotions and confusion or whatever it is that I could be feeling on the inside, it's good to have something that I can turn to like to let it out, and that can like help steer me to get my mind back focused and back on track. Yeah, I love the GPT. I love all your GPTs though, Adrian. So
Thank you, Taylor. Thank you.
You're
Thank you. So,
welcome.
and how was your interaction with it? Like when it dialogued and went back and forth with you, did it feel natural?
Yes. Yes, it did. Like it was, I didn't I didn't feel necessarily like I was talking to a agent or a bot or whatever. I felt like I was talking to a person, and like it actually, I don't really know if, well, machines don't have empathy, but you would think that it did because of the way that it responds back to you. So yeah.
All right, that's what's up. So, and that's one of the things about this GPT and the other GPTs is that sometimes when we're building these GPTs or these agents, we box them in. And one of the things, and I've said this multiple times, is that one of the mistakes that we make is assuming that we're smarter than the AI because we're not. Okay. Right. And when you start learning how to take all of this intelligence and you can train it to work on your behalf and you narrow it down because Chat GPT is like a general physician. That's just like a doctor that you go to. Okay. But specialists specialize in very specific things. So if you have a certain condition, you may go to a general physician, but then once you go to your general physician, 9 times out of 10, they're going to recommend you to go to a specialist because a specialist has been trained on a very specific type of thing when it comes to medicine. And that's the beautiful thing about these GPTs. When you're dealing with Chat GPT, it's like casting a broad net. But when you start learning how to build these specialized agents, then you can actually literally create your entire team that runs your entire business. And I'm going to give a little sneak peek behind the curtains tonight that I've never showed this. This is the first time I'm showing on you guys' show of how my process works. And I've been working on this now for a while. And these are some of the things that we're going to be going over in Unique AI Solutions. And I have a new private group that I'm opening up that is going to be specialized in dealing with AI agents, not just for ChatGPT, but you can also build these things on Claude. They have a new feature that they just released on Perplexity, not dealing with AI agents, but there's some things that you can do with that. And I'm going to start showing how you can take these AI agents outside of ChatGPT and apply them on other platforms because you can do that too as well. Okay. So you guys are free to use this GPT right here, Total Balance. Use as much as you want. Give me some feedback on it. Let me know how you like it. But I'm going to show you sneak peek at a couple of GPTs that I use. And this is my personal team that I use when I'm building. And it works off of that same logic because I have a philosophy when I'm building GPTs. If I have an idea, I see somebody with an idea, I say, I'll GPT it. That's what I call it. I'll GPT it. Because I realize that if I can get a GPT to do it for me, then that minimizes all of my brain load. And then I'll have my team in place, which makes me a lot more efficient for what I'm trying to do. So I have a GPT that I built. I'm going to show you. And this is a GPT, and it uses that same process. This is called CourseCraft Pro. And this is a GPT coming up that I'm going to be releasing. It was a personal GPT that I built that was helping me put my courses together because like I said, I have some courses coming together for some training. And I needed a GPT to actually help me with that process, okay? So I built one that does it. But then as I start working with the GPT, I said, okay, great. This will be a GPT that will be great, not just for me, but for other people as well. So with that being said, the thing about that is this, everybody will meet these GPTs or these agents at a different place in their AI development and learning. And that's something you have to think through when you're creating these things. Everybody is not at the same place with these materials. You have some people who have been creating courses for maybe years, some people for months. You got some people who want to create a course, and this is their first time dipping their toe into the water of creating courses. So they'll need an entirely different workflow when interacting with your agents. And that was one of the things that I had to think through and figure out. And that's what allowed me to come up with the way that my GPTs function now. They're dynamic and they think through and they adjust their responses based on who you are. And I'm just giving a sneak peek at how that works. So when you select this GPT here, it's one button. It says on start course creation process. The first thing that it'll do is this. It's going to assess your skill level first. And this GPT dynamically adjusts how it interacts with you and gives you advice based on whether you're a beginner, whether you're intermediate, or whether you're advanced. If you're more basic beginner, then if you select this option here, then the GPT is I'm going to copy that and paste it in just so you can see how this works. The GPT will pretty much walk you through step by step like you've never done this before, okay? And that's what it says. It says, great, since you're a beginner, I guide you step by step, providing examples and suggestions along the way. And it'll do that. If I had picked intermediate, it'll give you some examples, but as an intermediate user, you don't need as much baby walking and hand holding when you're going through the process as somebody who's brand new. And this GPT adjusts dynamically as you move through the entire process. So every response that it gives you, once you tell it where you are in your development, then every answer that it gives you after that will be based on where you are, okay? It'll adjust dynamically, okay? That's one GPT, and it uses that same process. This GPT here, this is my personal GPT. And this GPT here is a GPT that allows me to create my video scripts, anything that I want to write a script on, okay? And stuff like that, because sometimes I think faster than I can talk, so scripts work for me, but I need for my scripts to be written in a very particular type of way that reflects my brand, my language, and my tone, because you know, I got like book sense, but on the other side, I kind of like got like a little street up in me too. So I want my GPTs to reflect the totality of my personality. I don't want this thing to write scripts for me that sound like they're for somebody else. And like your daughter said, William, that's one of the issues that you run into with these bots is that they'll just give you some generic information and regurgitate the same phrases over and over again. And you can tell that a bot wrote this. So I'm gonna show you how this works. And this GPT, this is my partner, and we work together. And all of my GPTs that I work with work like that. They'll address me by name. It says, "Got it, Adrian, let's kick this off. Your script and self and craft something awesome in your style." And it'll let me know, it'll let me upload a document, paste a script, start from scratch. All right. And I'm going to say, this is live on the spot as we're doing this. I'm going to say start from scratch. You know, I could be talking to it, but we'll do it like this. All right. So it's going to ask me the main topic. I'm going to say, check this out. I'm going to say, I need a script. I'm going to say, let me see if I can talk to it. It might work. All right. I'm going to say, I'm on a live right now on Facebook with William and Taylor. And they have a show that's starting to blow up. All right. So I want to write a script to encourage them. What do you have for me? And I'm going to send that to it. All right. And it says here, okay, I see the vibe you're going for. You're about to go live, hyping up your friends, William and Taylor, and their show that's starting to gain momentum. This is all about positive energy, encouragement, and giving them that extra boost to keep pushing forward. It said, let's go for something conversation and real, like you're just kicking back, but still making it feel impactful. I'll work in some motivational lines while keeping it laid back, but hype enough to energize them. And it says, here's how we roll. And my GPT talks to me like it's my partner, if you notice. All right, it says video script live on Facebook, encourage William and Taylor, and it gives me the time and camera, tell me how I need my camera to be set, how do I need to, what I need to be on screen text if I'm doing like inside of I use what's the name of this app down here? I use Wondershare to do all of my video editing with. It'll give me my dialogue. It'll tell me when I need to be back on camera. And if you notice, it times everything out. So I can sit here literally, and this is a script in my tone, in my style. And I can just, and there it is, just based on that. If I wanted to do a video that encourages you guys, I'm going to say, give me another one on how to deal with haters. We're just going to do it like that, something fun. We'll do it like that. All right. And it said, oh, I see what you're going for. Dropping some advice on how to handle haters doing the live. I'm going to say, nope, not on the live. I'm going to say new idea. Because I wanted to go in a whole different direction with this one. Let me go ahead and send that to it. And it's just a new idea. All right. And it says, all right, gotcha. So you want a script idea focus on how to deal with haters, but not on a live, something fresh. I'm thinking we take this in a more direct advice giving style, like a chill sit down video where you break it down for people. Here's a way, here's a new angle. You're dropping knowledge, giving a solid advice, but still keeping the conversation a little sarcastic and maybe even poking fun at the haters themselves. Thinking of this like a motivational rant, but with humor and real talk vibe. And this is how I've trained this thing on the back end to communicate with me. And I just go back and forth with my GPTs because this is my work team and it writes my scripts for me just like I need it. Gives me my intro, camera tells me where I need to be. You're sitting in your usual spot, something casual like your home setting, camera center on you, relaxed posture, but ready to get in. I don't have to really focus on anything. It's put all this together for me. All I have to do is cut my camera on. I have a teleprompter. I copy the parts from here that I need, put it on my teleprompter. It's already written in my voice and my tone and my style, and I can just record. It makes it incredibly easy and super fast to do it. And this is part of my team, okay? And I'm going to be showing how I do this on the back end. Oh, I'm out of time now? All right. Hey, anybody get any questions on that? I think that was my time. Well, I know I went that long.
Oh, no, okay. No, that's all right. Do anybody have any questions for Adrian?
Yeah, some great feedback from our community. It says from Miss Ann, she said it was so kind and empathetic, and it goes back to your question as to the feel of it. So that's from Miss Ann, and she used it today, and it was a great help.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, any more questions?
Ms. Tellermaid, you wanted to show them? What did you mean by that?
I didn't hear you well.
No, you said show them in the comment. What did you mean?
Oh, I was talking to Lakeisha.
Oh, okay, cool. Cool. Well, is there any more questions from the panel or any
Nope, but I can't wait to use it.
Yeah, I know I need this because I want to create some courses. I have several courses in mind that I want to create, and I have no idea how to go about it, no idea how to structure it, no idea how to do any of that. And this would be something very, very useful. Oh, and thank you for using me and Will in your demo too.
Yeah, I
not
appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you the thing with this, Taylor, is not so much. It's great when you have one that somebody's already created for themselves. The power in this is when you learn to do this and you can create these agents for yourself. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
see.
do.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's one thing when you have one that somebody else has built, but when you start learning how to build your own team members, then that's a game changer then, because now these things are specially for you, your brand, your voice, and how you do things. And that's one of the things that I'm going to be showing how to do in this upcoming training and with the new business venture that I'm launching. I had 2 GPTs I wanted to show tonight that was going to blow y'all. I didn't get a chance to get to them though, but yeah.
Well, Adrian, I want to say this. Today when I was preparing for this live, I actually had a script wrote for Baby Bear and everything. So I had to come up with my jokes. I guess sometimes I can be okay, then sometimes I can be a little corny though. But I use ChatGPT to help me out with some of my jokes. But if I had something like this, I could have told it to write me a script, a joke script that would be tailored more to me. You see what I'm saying? I could see that where this could do that. Am I correct?
Yeah. I have a GPT. I was dropping some posts on a while back called Techie Tasha, if you guys saw that. So that Techie Tasha GPT that I dropped is an entire personality GPT. I don't do anything with it. And you could literally create a GPT or an agent that's for your little buddy, where you give him his own unique personality and you just kind of let him do his thing. You just program it on the back end and you give him all the personality characteristics. And it's a way that you train it where you can let Baby Bear get on here and do his own thing. You don't even have to do that. You can build the actual agent that is the actual the teddy bear. What is he anyway? What kind of character is that? You never told us what he was. What is he?
Well, basically, Baby Bear is just basically a bear. That's all it is. And
then
the sound effects that I have, talking in I'm utilizing it to talk like a baby would talk. So it's bear, like a teddy bear or something like that.
Gotcha. Okay, then.
Yeah, but that's something that I'm definitely going to be working on next once I find out what's going on with my sound system. So that's something that I'm definitely going to be working on
Okay.
to implement that more. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well,
What's up?
Well, once again, Adrian, I really appreciate you so much for showing this for us. And yes, I really like what you do.
Yeah,
Really.
appreciate it, man. Thank you, guys.
Oh, you're welcome. Well, Miss Taylor May, who we got up next?
All right, then. Up next, we have Miss Money Making Martine.
Uh-oh, Money Making Martine. Well, you know what? Before we let her go on, I'm going to do another tribute.
Sure.
And released in 1985. Girl, I can't understand it. Why you wanna hurt me? So I gave you a little clue at the end. So all I need to know is the lead singer and who produced it in a question format and the name of the song. That's it. That's it.
Keisha, you can't win.
Huh?
I told Keisha don't even try to even comment. She can't win.
Okay, she can't win. Okay, then. All right, then. Well, let's go ahead, Miss Telemaid, and bring up the next panelist.
I didn't hear you say that again.
Let's bring in the next panelist.
Okay. Our next panelist is Money Making Martine.
All right.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for having me. I love the nickname, by the way. That's always fun because I'm always trying to think through how to make meaning between what I do and how do I monetize that. That's super, super important to me because I'm definitely, and if you're someone like me, I will get down the creative rabbit hole and then made a lot of stuff, but didn't do anything with the things I've made. So back in my mind, I'm always thinking, and when I have an idea and I feel like it might meet what someone else needs, I'm gonna share it because I can't do it all. And I've learned this year that since I can't do it all, then I might as well share the wealth. And so I'm excited to be here tonight to share some of that wealth. Now I know, William, you mentioned me talking a little bit about marketing. I have been diving into marketing. I actually got some new stuff going on. I started a TikTok channel from scratch, and I am learning so much about how TikTok works, how it doesn't work, and what I did wrong on my business page, and what I was doing right. So I'll share a few of those. I'm gonna have a class after I've done. It's an experiment. I'm doing an experiment right now. So after the experiment, then I'm going to actually do a class where I share the results and tell business owners what they can do to really have a big impact. But I'm gonna show you guys some of my early results. I've only been doing it a week, so you guys will get to see it first. And there are a couple things to note, and I'm gonna give you some tips, some early tips from my findings on what you can do on your TikTok. I don't need sound. But I do need the ticket talkie. And then if you have any questions for me, I'll try to answer, or I will link you to the right person who can answer. Because I'm also a connector. I like to connect people and things. And it's through the connections that we grow and we get better and our businesses grow. All right, so I'm going to go to my profile. I'm going to talk you through a couple things that I have noticed just in this week of having it opening, starting this new page, and what this means for your business pages. What I believe the implications are. So I'm going to share my screen, And then I'm going to talk a little bit about a class that I'll be offering in 2 weeks. All right, so I started a new TikTok, and TikTok's huge. So these, what's working for me may not work for you, or you may find something different. When I started this at the top of the week, I had 0 followers, and it's almost a week, and now I'm at 300. So I think that's really good. 307 days. If I keep at that pace, in 3 weeks, I'll have almost 1,000. So that's good, because then I can start going live. Big things I noticed. So on my business page, I actually had my logo as my profile. And the moment I switched my logo from my profile picture from my logo to a picture of my actual face, I got more engagement. All of these tools, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, these companies want you on their apps. That's what they want you to be. The more time you are there, the happier they are, because essentially the higher chance that you're going to spend money, whether it's through ads, product in the TikTok world, purchasing things from the TikTok shop. They want you on their apps. That's just what it means. So as business people, as consumers, we have to figure out how to monetize and also get people talking about what we're doing on these apps. So, a couple things that I've done. So here's what I want you to notice. My view counts are very high for a couple days. I think I did this maybe 4 or 5 days ago. Okay. So to have over 500 or 600 views with only 300 followers, that's very good. Okay. Wonderful is when I can break million mark, 100,000 mark, 200,000 mark. Of course, I'm not going to be there because it's only been a couple days. So my first tip, use a real picture for your profile. People connect to people. And so that'll help people want to follow you because they feel more connected. The second tip is if you've got an account that you haven't really done much with, you might want to consider starting from scratch. And in the TikTok world, it's all about value and making people feel something. So either you're going to teach them how to do something, you're going to give them a tip, you're going to make them laugh, or you're going to make them angry. Messiness isn't my personal style, so I won't do it because it doesn't align to my values. But if you have a hot take, a controversial take, it does really well on TikTok. And if you can get people arguing, not with you, but in their thread, that engagement goes up and you can get more eyes on what it is you have to offer. It's not my personal jam, but I have to recognize it because somebody else it might be. Value-based content. So this is my personal, I call this my lifestyle account. And essentially I've done a few challenges. I've done some meme-like stuff. For the most part, it's been, here's who I am, here's what I do, and here's some funny things you can learn about me and my world. All of them are going really well. Probably by the next week, they'll probably all be over 1,000, which again, more views. That usually means people are going to be following you because they like what you have to offer. Okay. And eventually I will start pulling in some monetized offerings. Are there any questions about starting a brand new TikTok?
Well,
Yeah, go ahead.
I didn't mean to interrupt you on that.
Oh no, you're good.
I just want to say you doing good. Just 4, and this is goodness. I don't know. I I don't know what to say. I probably got close to at least 40, and I'm not nowhere near where you at.
I changed my strategy up. And I'm gonna show you guys my business page as well, but I really changed my strategy and I really try to make sure that every post, I can share that with you, is categorized. So categorize, let's see, and out of these 4, maybe 3 of them are categorized, and I'll show you what that means. So when you're looking at a post, oh, it isn't showing it. Hold on. It's because I'm on a computer. Okay, so these are actually categorized. I don't know why it's not showing that it's not categorized, but on my phone where it says find related content, when you see that, here's what that means. That means TikTok is saying, we don't know what this video about, so we don't know who page to put it on. And so you have to, just like we do SEO everywhere else, there's an SEO process when we start looking at TikTok. And so you have to categorize these projects. Now I'm gonna join if I have enough battery, which I might. I'm gonna join from my phone so you guys can see this from my phone. So give me 1 second, because it does doing it from the desktop. TikTok is not meant for desktop. It's great when I want to look at analytics. But when it comes to really using the tool, you're gonna use the app. So I'm gonna join this call so I can show you that what those look like, and I'll give you a few little tips that you guys can use to help you out. But if you don't have a TikTok that has a large following, like if you're like you have 50, 40, I would say start over and then use these strategies that I'm gonna share. Chrome. It's been fun, but it's been a lot of work. You really got to see what people are searching for. Oh, wrong call. Wrong call. Okay. Let's go back.
Martine, do you use the creator search insight?
Yes, ma'am. Who mentioned that?
Sabrina.
Yes, I absolutely do, and I'll talk briefly about what she's talking about. It's the only thing I'm willing to use because I can tell the difference, and I'll show you guys what she's talking about. As soon as I can join from my phone. And I know we're on a time crunch, so I'll keep it brief for sure.
Yeah, my followers went up after I started using that a little more consistently.
Yeah. On my new account, or actually both accounts, I have used that. So I'm gonna actually show you what she's talking about.
Martine, if you're talking.
Okay. Yeah, no. I was getting a little feedback here, so now I'm having to switch my devices so I can quit getting that feedback. Hopefully you guys aren't hearing that feedback anymore. Is that correct? All right, so let me share my screen. Share my screen. And I've got little ones, y'all, so you're gonna hear a little bit of background. They have no chill.
Oh, that's okay. We want to see what you're doing over there. You got all followers.
Yeah, I'll give y'all a little tidbit of what's been happening. Let's go to TikTok.
TikTok-y.
I know there's a lot of talk about TikTok going away, but I don't see that happening. It's too much money. This is not okay. I promise y'all I know how to use it, but I'm struggling. No, don't make that. All right, I don't know what's going on. I'm going to TikTok, but it is not letting me. There we go. All right, so when we're on TikTok, let me get back. So here's what you need to couple things. So my views are high, and I have been using that Creator Insights tool. It's definitely been helping get the view counts. Normally, when you've got an account, you're anywhere from 50, 0, 100, maybe 100 views. And so the fact that these are well over 500 in just a couple days is wonderful. Okay. But it's because my videos are categorized. Okay. So I did this challenge. And when you look in that search bar, it says Creator Search Insights. That's Facebook's way of saying this video is categorized under Creator Search Insights. Okay. This video is categorized under meal prep ideas. All right. This one is under mom life. So probably what most of you see when you post things is you see fine related content. So that's TikTok way of saying, oh, they don't know. And so there are a couple things you can do to get your videos categorized. And as Sabrina mentioned, using the creator search tool is one of them. Show you how to get there. I went to the home button, then I hit search, and you're gonna search Creator Search Insights tool. Okay. You're gonna hit view. And then when you hit view, you can see what people on TikTok are searching for, like what they're actually searching for. And then you're going to make content around that. Okay. Now, if you look closely, it says all under suggested. But where we're going to go is content gap. And so under content gap, everything that has these percentages, that means that there are more people searching for it than there is content available. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The last piece of this is, let's say, so I want to bookmark. This is over at no, I want your sign to start posting. When I click on that one, it tells me, it gives me the search popularity, 253,000 people. I can see other videos where they have done this, so I can get an idea of like what's the topic around it, what are they doing, and then I can explore other topics. So what I've done when we go back to my page is each one of these videos, I made sure to tie my interests to what people are searching for. And now it becomes a game of SEO. Now, on my business account, so I'm going to show you on my business account is doing okay, but I've had this account almost 10 months now, and so I've pretty much told TikTok who am I, and I ain't do it right. I made a lot of mistakes. So my last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8 videos, I've used the same strategy, but look, 101 4 views, 273, 388. I'm gonna have to work harder to teach TikTok about what this account is like because I've already established a tone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still using the same strategy, so these views are actually much higher than maybe some things I've had in the past. You know, every now and then I'll have one that's 705, 468, but I just made a lot of mistakes. And so it's my business account. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep pushing content out to it. But I'll say this, anything that's a tutorial does really well.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that, for me, I can only talk about my experience. If I'm just sharing a picture of some art, if I have 10 pieces of art, 7 of them won't have very many views. So short, anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute and a half tutorials have done really well on my business page. Even my funny stuff, like my things that are like humorous, are not really doing too well. But I made a lot of mistakes on this one. So that's why. Like I've got a lot of clarity about why. But I'm learning. on my personal page, I call it my lifestyle account, that it's okay. I could just start over and apply some new strategies. And really that's where all of my work is tied into. How can I be strategic in my business to reach my business outcomes while still being able to be creative, have fun, and enjoy the stuff I'm putting out?
Okay. Well, Martine, I do have a question, so I'm gonna pick your brain a little
Oh,
bit.
for sure. Go ahead.
And I'm gonna ask you to critique my TikToker. So as you know that I'm posting those prompts. Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I know you mentioned that you can go to the creative side. I don't want to really go away from what I'm doing and just be all over the place. I wanted to stay in. So how can I use that system that you talked about and still stay in the niche that I'm in, that I created for myself? And also too, if you can critique it for me too as well, that'd be great.
Yeah, for sure. So you're talking about your posts with your prompts, correct?
Yes.
So let's say one of those posts, the larger theme is beauty or self-worth or self-care. Then you're gonna go find what's trending around those topics and tie the words to those search topics. You're gonna when you go to those search topics, there's actually you can create the video right there. You can put the video right there. I do recommend that you do that. It'll say video at the very bottom. But you don't change you, because I'm not changing me,
Okay.
right? I'm going to find topics that are related to what I'm talking about. And I'll give you an example. I did a few Chat GPT tutorials. I did a few Chat GPT funny things. I went and found Chat GPT related topics, but
Mhm.
I didn't change what I was doing. So like what's really popular is like outfits and getting ready. I'm not gonna do no outfits because I ain't gonna buy no clothes.
Mhm.
Right. So I'm not gonna move away from my niche. I'm just looking for, what do I already do and how can I tie this around what I already do? And so you're gonna do the same thing. From my very little, because of course I've done searches for AI images. I haven't found a whole lot, but that's because it's still emerging. So I've found that when I say Chat GPT, I get the best results because that's the most discussed topic on that space.
Mm.
Also, let me add this. What's on the things that I've been doing on TikTok using that tool have been performing very, very well on Facebook.
Mm. Okay.
Much better than maybe some other things I've done in the past. And Facebook really doesn't tell you outright, you know, what's gonna do well and what's not. And TikTok isn't either, but they are giving you a little bit of insight of what it's like. A E rank. That's what it is. It's like E rank or Everbee for TikTok. That's what it is.
Mhm.
So you're gonna apply the same principles that you've applied in the past using those tools to TikTok. You never changed what you did. You went and found the right words to match what you've done.
Okay, I see what you're saying. That makes sense. That makes more sense to me than
Yeah.
chasing a trend.
Yes, right. You're not chasing trends. You're chasing the right vocabulary to tie to the right trending search terms to tie to your TikTok video. And when you find them, you're going to put them in the captions. You're going to put them on the actual top on the video. They're going to be in the hashtags. If it's a video where someone is talking, they're going to say a few of those words because TikTok is analyzing the entire video and then categorizing it where it needs to go.
Oh, great.
So hopefully that was helpful. Most people don't use it. And full disclosure, some people say, it doesn't work. I disagree. I think it works, but I think it works much better when you're establishing an account and you're teaching TikTok who you are. On my established account, it isn't doing very well. Not at all. But on this brand new account, oh, it's on fire.
Oh yeah, I can tell.
Yeah, it's on fire. So when I talk about these things, guys, it's I've had to learn that it all has to be tied together. So I'm really big on strategy and in having systems and processes in place. So you can still be creative, but without systems, your creation only can go so far. So I'm going to share one more tool that I use. I'm going to be teaching a class on the tool. The tool is free to use. I'll drop the link to the class, but you can get started with this tool right now. It's called Google Keep. And Google Keep is a checklist manager plus, 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 plus. And I don't want to go too much more over time. So I'm not going to go in a lot of detail, but I'm going to show you just enough to get started tonight. If you are a person that's getting into the fourth quarter and you're going to be busy, personal, professional, business, full-time job, part-time job, and you typically use lists to track everything you need to do, this is a wonderful tool. Okay, I'm going to show you what it looks like. It is, as long as you have a free Gmail account, you have access to it. I've been using it almost 10 years now. Most people don't know about it. And all it is a note taker. Okay. So, if I'm making a list of what I need to do next week, I can jot down what I need to do. Hit these 3 dots, show check boxes, and I can check it off or bring it back. Okay. That's all the tool is. However, I want to show you what's possible. I use it to streamline 90% of my work. I've made my own, I can color code it. I've made my own personalized image cards, so I can organize them by image cards. It will keep all of your hyperlinks. You can pin things at the top and then leave all of the rest of the list down here. You can keep your personal and your business all in one place. And you can download the Google Keep app on Apple and Android devices, and every list that is here will show up on your phone. It's a wonderful tool to help you keep things organized and create to-do lists that you can actually, like, I used to make to-do lists on paper, then I would lose the paper. If that's you, let me know, because that's usually what, like, yeah, I got my list. I couldn't find the doggone list. Go ahead, Taylor.
Hey, Martine. So
Yeah.
this is good. I love this. I needed this. This is something that I needed. But my question is Google Keep, because I use this also for that very thing. I
Okay.
use that also. I started off using it when I was jotting down like text shirt ideas.
Yes.
So that's what
Great
I
for
was
brainstorming. Yep.
yeah, that's what I was using it for. So what I wanted to know is, like, when we make digital planners, can Google Keep, can we use a digital planner in Google Keep? Because you have to have
Good question.
an annotation app, right?
Yes, no, Google Keep stands on its own. Google Keep is where you would run all of your business actions for the planner that you're making for your target audience.
Okay, gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah,
But
it
not
would.
necessarily use it in Google Keeps. Like,
Right. No, so there's no integration between Google Keep and any type of digital planner. It's just like the same is pretty much true with calendar as well, right? You have the Google Keep calendar, or you can have a digital calendar or a physical one, but there's no integration between Google Calendar and a calendar that's in GoodNotes, for example. That's a good question. No, what I found that this does is it just allows me to take notes on the fly and take notes on the fly, make my checklist. Oh, I didn't even say this. You can collaborate. So and I have a son that's 24. I used to do this. So my son, I would send him to the grocery store and he would not buy what I told him to buy. So finally I would take pictures of the actual thing, and then I would share a Google Keep note because the I would share a note with him, and I would put pictures of what I said. So when he went to the grocery store, I could literally watch him checking it off one by one, and I know he bought what I said to buy because it's a picture at the top of the note.
All right. I like.
Yeah, because I say he couldn't tell a leg from a thigh to save his life back then.
That is so cool.
So
cool.
I'm doing a class where we're gonna do a deep dive, and I'm gonna show you every single feature that's available, everything. I haven't even begun to scratch the surface on what it could do. But can you get started with tonight? Yup. And it's wonderful for the holidays. Thanksgiving list, Christmas list, uh brainstorming, Black Friday plan, like anything you can think of, you can keep it there and it saves everything forever.
You know what, Miss Martine? We're gonna come right back to you again after a little bit. Is that all right, Miss
Oh
Tellman?
yes, sir.
I want to
That's
come back
fine with
to her.
me.
of course, because
We got a
yeah,
lot of people.
of course.
This is what everybody's saying. I think everybody's saying they need a class. They need a class. They need a class. Is Miss Martine still here? She didn't go no. Oh, okay, I can see it now. Everybody's saying that they need a class from you, and me too. The class that I want to do with you is that TikTok. You know how you tie that in, because I want to know how I can tie what you just said into what I'm doing, because I'm getting those type of views. I'm getting 200 here, 300 here, and
Yes.
then I'm getting 50, 25. I don't like that. I kind of like everything to be in, and I can't figure out what is it that's making this more popular than the other one. What did I say or what I didn't say in this one, and why this one is not doing as good as that one. But because it seemed like you more targeting what people are looking for, and then I think that's what it'll bring it up. So I do need to talk to you about
for sure.
a one-on-one with just that part, because
For sure.
I like to target my classes. I don't like to have like 9 different classes. I want to go for one specific thing. But a lot of people is I'm seeing a lot of comments. People are basically want to know how they can take classes with you. I don't know what type of class they want to take, but let's go ahead. Is it all right if we open that up? Before we go on, Ms. Tellemay, do we have anybody else that need to present something? And then we can bring Martine back. We can let them present what they got.
We did Miss T Weaver. And if Miss Lydia, if she didn't want to present, then she could still talk about it if she wanted, or
Okay. Miss Martine, after T Weaver, bring up, and then we want to bring you back in. That's okay with you? Lord, thank you.
yes.
Thank you so much.
I needs to know more about this that she talking
we need
about.
to know.
That's
We need to keep you on it. Okay. All right, then, Miss T Weaver. Miss T Weaver, are you here?
I'm here, but I didn't know I was presenting this evening.
Oh, you didn't know?
If you wanted to share, if you wanted to present something, free to. If you just got the spotlight. If you want to talk about something that you're offering, you're more than welcome to do that. Just
Okay, as you see in the background, I'm giving a class tomorrow from AI to Pod, which is to get all that art you have stored on your computers into a product, a hand-on product. It can be a calendar, it can be a mug, it can be a journal, t-shirts, hoodies. I'm going to show you with how to do this with 3 different pod companies that I use. It's at 1 o'clock and Eastern Standard Time, and it's going to be fun. I'm giving away GPTs, I'm giving away art, I'm giving away the products that we make because I've already made them. So people in the class don't know that yet, but I'm giving them away as well.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's what I have tonight.
Oh, cool. Miss T Wheel, I got a question. You have a QR code on your image that we see looking at. Is that
Yes.
where we can take a picture of and it'll take us right to the seat?
Yes.
Covering your seat? Okay. So everybody, if they interested in the class that Miss Weaver had, all they have to do is take a picture of that QR code. And you know what? I think we all need to do that because the more we show these lives, people are able to go right there. They don't have to actually, hey, where is this? Where is your link? Do you have a link? They can just take a picture of your QR code. I have to get on it too myself as well. I see that Lydia has one. Martine has one. I see a couple of people have these QR codes. I'm gonna definitely get one for myself too.
yeah, I was supposed to have mine up and I forgot.
Now, does anybody else have anything that they want to present? They could just, start talking.
Wait, I'm so sorry. No one that I was looking at Facebook, no one actually saw T. T, do you have a link we can drop in the chat? Our camera might be off. So like there on Facebook, they said we can't see T.
Okay, I will put it in a Facebook chat and I'll send it here as well.
Okay.
Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
Martine.
Okay. If we don't have anyone else that wanted to show anything, and we're gonna give the mic back to Miss Martine. Money making Martine dropping dimes. Go ahead, drop that dime.
I'm gonna try. I just want to double check and make sure.
That's snitching, William. Dropping dimes is snitching.
Oh, my fault.
She's dropping gems.
Well, I want to
Martine,
see
check your
where
chat.
they're it. Yep, I'm gonna do that right now. As a matter of fact, let me get that together. Right, I'm gonna go pull it. I wanted to see were there any other questions. Now, guys, I really, a lot of this is new. But I am learning a lot, so I thought it would be, since William asked me to talk a little bit about marketing, the social media piece is super, super important, right? And those are just some very early things that I've been learning about what I'm doing right and what I'm not doing right. So I just wanted to see if there were other questions
Yes,
I could answer.
Miss Smith had one, Kaya.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know that the way around having to have 1,000 followers to go live, you can set up a store. If you set up a store, you can go live. Because I have a TikTok store. So when you have a TikTok store, you don't have to have 1,000 followers to go live.
Oh, that is so good to know because TikTok send me invitations all the time. Open up your TikTok store. Well, I thought I had completed the whole process, but apparently I didn't or something, because it's still telling me to can finish setting up, setting up my store. So that's actually good to know that if I have a store, okay, bet, and I'm already making physical products too. So, yep, okay, thank you. I'll be quiet now.
That's a great point. So I have two. So on my business page, I have a TikTok shop. But I find that TikTok requires, like, I think you have to have it, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I could be wrong. I can't use my business information twice. And so that's why I'm having to get it in the old fashioned way, because I already have a TikTok shop. Trust me, y'all, the regrets are long. When I teach this class, y'all
So
will get to enjoy.
why
Because
don't
you,
you
mm-hmm.
close that one? Just close that one and then attach it to your new one. That's short.
Oh. Oh, I like that a lot. So I could close, because I haven't done a thing with it. I could close that shop and then reopen it with my, because I
Yeah, I
prefer it to
think
be
you can
tied to my Just Martine. I'm gonna do some research. I didn't even think to do that.
yeah,
That's a great idea.
I can look into it too, but I think that you should be able to, it can't be attached to two profiles,
Right.
but if you take it away from one profile, you should be able to attach it to a different profile.
I'm sure gonna try, because that's what I was like. I don't really like, unless TikTok allows us to switch to digital products. I don't typically sell um like physical. I don't do much. I do very, very, matter of fact, unless you live in my city, I don't sell that kind of stuff. So it's not, yeah.
But when you go live, it's people that go live and I just pay attention to what they are doing. They are putting they're telling people to go to their website versus go through the TikTok shop,
Mm-hmm.
even if they have physical products. So the physical products, when you have your physical products, you can link your physical product to your live. So if I go live, then I can attach the product to my live so they can go right to the product. But if you don't have physical products, or if you have one or two physical products, you can still talk about your class and stuff on TikTok, and people that's viewing it are going to go to your website. Like even
Mm-hmm.
if you say go to my website, or I'm having a class or whatever,
Right.
you can you can still
Drive
advertise.
content. Yeah,
Right.
drive content that way.
You on mute, Martine.
You're giving me some more things to test out, because this Just Martine account is definitely, I'm trying to experiment to see all the different ways that I can maximize not just the growth but the engagement, um so that I can, essentially build out those funnels and get people engaged in what I have to offer as far as what I teach.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give both of those things a try.
And then we can connect because I do a lot of what you said I knew. So it's like I'm just getting into teaching courses. So I don't have that, I haven't taught that many classes, so I'm getting into that, but I know so much and I just want to, like share it with
Mm-hmm.
people.
Mm-hmm.
And I find myself where I'm always sharing information and it's like I'm sharing it for free. And they
Mm-hmm.
like, if you don't do this class and you know, that's because everybody tell me that's your thing. You are they say I'm very patient and everything and I break stuff down. So that's the thing. And I'm learning from you because it's like I can tell that you have that experience and I just have to, I guess it'll come with time, as you do it
Oh,
then
sure.
get more comfortable.
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure, for sure. I'll be I'm probably gonna do a teaching academy in 2025, so be out and look out for that as well. Well, I'm gonna help people like really feel confident about teaching. 'Cause I've been teaching informally like 25 years, but formally 20 at this point. So yes. Yes. Um I just I don't know. The TikTok thing is I'm very much so interested in it. When I compare it to Facebook, no shade to Facebook, but TikTok feels like there's a shared profitability, whereas Facebook wants you to completely invest in ads.
Right.
Um,
And
for
then if you,
yeah.
I noticed that if I go live on my personal page versus my group or my
Mm-hmm.
page, I get
Mm,
more engagement on
mm-hmm.
Facebook. And then on TikTok, like I show how to make the custom football, and
Mm-hmm.
I just went through how to do it, and I got thousands of views on it in
Mm-hmm.
just a couple of days, and I'm like, I just sat at the table and just made it, and people was like, you should do a class, and it just like I got so many likes and comments. It was just like you said, you show certain stuff and you put certain words in there and it'll drive the people right onto your page.
Yep. Yep. It really, really will. But yeah, William, it's about strategy. I post less now, so I was like, ooh, like the tennis balls coming out that machine, posting, posting, posting. And on Facebook, my analytics were great, and I was having a little bit more engagement. But on TikTok, my analytics were absolutely terrible, and I wasn't getting any engagement at all, like one or two people here and there. And so now I post list, but every single post it's got to have words that people are searching for in
Mhm.
the captions, in the hashtags. Um, if I'm speaking, I have to say the words. And then the only other thing is just making sure you're engaging, and that's something, we all know you got to engage in other people's content, reply, like, share, follow, comment, comment on other people, and really get in a practice of doing it every day. Because I'm having way more engagement than I ever had on my business page. But I'm having the same Kai, I'm having the same experiences as you had though. Um my personal Facebook has the best engagement ever. My business Facebook groups, Donata, nothing. Nothing. I was like, I'm gonna get this TikTok thing a try. I haven't left Facebook, but uh, TikTok speed is much faster.
Yeah, I kind of noticed that too.
Yeah.
With okay, I didn't want to really change the subject too much, but I'm posting on Facebook and I'm posting on YouTube, and I'm just getting mixed indicators on YouTube that I am getting on TikTok and Facebook. I I guess got to kind of figure out those are like three different animals. What is that? What that is?
You're 100% correct. Each one
You
You
have to.
mute.
that I don't know why it keeps. Let me move my mouse. Each one is 100% different,
Mhm.
and you know, and it's constantly evolving, right? So YouTube this last year brought in long form and short form, and have started to play with this idea of mix of both, right?
Mhm.
But so has TikTok. TikTok is favoring longer, over a minute videos, which is something they haven't done in historically. But again, I'll say this: whether it's if you anything you can teach somebody between 30 seconds and a minute and 30 seconds will be your most beneficial content.
Mm, okay, I see. Well, are you using any apps to cross um what apps are you using to cross upload?
So the app that I use and it's called Repurpose IO, and I'm gonna share my affiliate link. I get like $5, people. Nobody's getting rich. But I'll share my
You
affiliate
can
link
get
if
rich
that's okay.
if you're showing us things to get so we can get rich. You can get rich.
Yeah, listen,
We
you
believe in
gotta you gotta put that little disclaimer in there. Like, yo,
yourself.
y'all, they ain't sponsor me like these homies. They ain't getting sponsored like that.
Yeah, show us that link and if
Absolutely, yeah.
you want
Put
to
my
show us how it works, you can do
I,
that.
absolutely, yeah. I'll show y'all how it works. It'll be something else that I'll be doing it in depth, but I don't mind
If you,
giving
yeah.
you a high level repurpose IO. So here's the other thing, William, that I've been struggling with because it pushes against our space and what we do.
Mhm.
But video is king, and I even noticed a lot of your video content. Um, do you feel like there's a difference between your video content versus your static images?
Well, the static images, the video content is doing better.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you're talking about the static images, once I converted, take the static images and convert them into a video, yes, those are doing pretty good. Well, I can't say as good as what you're doing, but they getting a little bit traction on it, I guess, too, because this is something new that I started too as well. So
Yeah, so I'm learning that video is king.
mhm.
Really, video is the emperor. Video, which really goes against like we share a lot of images.
Mhm.
I spent a lot of time this past year sharing images. But when I stopped sharing images and really transitioned, and same thing as you, William, some of my images turning them into videos, um, I have seen a much better return on my investment. So I'm
Mhm.
gonna drop that link in there. It's only $25 a month. It's not expensive. And I'm gonna show you how it works. Let me share my screen. So I know this is something I'm a little obsessed with Repurpose IO. Probably needs to be this page, share. Okay. So here's how Repurpose IO works. And essentially, you have these workflows, okay? And so the way these work for me is anytime I post, and this only works for video, it only works for video. So every time I post a video to Instagram, it will automatically send it to Facebook Reels.
Okay.
Or anytime I post something from TikTok, it automatically goes to Instagram. And now here's the one I like, okay?
Mhm.
Anytime I post something on TikTok, I set it up where it'll go to Facebook stories, Facebook feed, and Facebook Reels. I learned about this from Hatsune with the Creative Brown Girl. She's the one who shared this with me. Let me make sure I give her credit. Now here's what I want you to notice. I turned off Facebook to TikTok. Here's why. Because I know now that from a strategy standpoint, TikTok wants fresh new content based on what people look for. So it doesn't want repurposed content too much. If I'm gonna repurpose something over there, then I need to manually take an old content and turn it into something new. So
Explain the repurpose.
so repurpose, when I say repurpose, um a video I made back in February on TikTok, I can't just republish it on TikTok. That don't work.
Okay.
I gotta take that video I made back in February and recreate it into something new based on what people are searching for. right? So I don't have none of these, and none of these workflows are set up to automatically publish to TikTok. I turned this one, I can really delete it because that's how serious it is. Because TikTok wants fresh new content every time, whereas Facebook, it doesn't seem to matter as much.
Mhm.
And in particular, I like that I can send it to stories, the feed, or the reels.
Mhm.
So because people might not see my Facebook post in my feed, but they might see my story or my reel, right? That information gets distributed to different people. And so I like having all of my TikTok stuff go to different places on Facebook.
Mhm.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. And what about I don't see YouTube. What about YouTube?
Let's see what kind of connections we can make.
Oh, so you can connect it to YouTube.
You can connect it to all of these.
Oh, wow.
They'll go to all of those, including your Dropbox and Google Drive. So instead of you manually saving stuff, if you make it on Facebook, you can have it go to your Dropbox.
Okay, cool. And you know, because I listen to a lot of YouTube, and they had did one creator had did like they kind of like said exactly what they was making or close to what they was making. And the numbers that I heard was like, are you kidding me? One guy said a month, I think it was like 200,000 a month. A
They're
month.
making it on TikTok too.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, they're making it on
So
TikTok too.
you can change a couple of people's lives with that type of money. You know,
Absolutely.
so that's the reason why you want to kind of get into this. You want to have these multiple streams in this. I'm glad that you really bringing this up, Martine, because hope now that really people that's listening to this live really get connected with you so they can learn how to do this, because off of four, you hit more off of four than I did off my whole. I can't. I have a
Yeah.
posting, but off of four, you did. Oh my goodness! If I can do the same thing what you did in four with everything I have, I think I have something going on here.
I think you will too. And just remember, you're just gonna take, because you've done this. You've already done keyword searching with Etsy and your other platforms. You're just taking the same strategy and you're using what was it called? The creator search tool. That's what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I don't like about it is a rabbit hole. Like once you in it, you deep up in it. Let
So
me
you
go
got to
back.
stay focused. That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah, you gotta stay focused because you'll look up and you've been a bookmark 50 million things and ain't got really what you need to get done. It's called the Creator Search Insights, I think.
And also, too, before we go any further, I say that Bree also brought this up too as well to my attention. So I really didn't know too much, but she was showing me something. I want to give her the credit too as well.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, we all community.
Yeah.
Everybody, that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna gatekeep this information because I the full disclosure, I still haven't covered everything I've learned just in the last 7 days. I really just gave y'all the tip of the iceberg just because it's a lot. And I know I'm not gonna remember it all. Um but that's how you want to get in that the social media revenue is you know, you have to tap into your creativity and then turn that creativity into profit. But part of that process is being strategic. And we know we talk about target audiences and trying to, like, it don't matter what I want and what I like. What do the people want to see?
Yeah.
And who wants to see what I like? And I gotta find those people. So I am finding that I'm finding and refinding those people, and they seem to be engaging with this new content. I'm at a stage like I'm starting to get a little anxious. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm like, oh crap, the next one's gonna be crappy. Like next one's gonna have 200. I'm gonna be back at 200 views again because maybe it doesn't land. So I'm having to like embrace that it's not going to always be this way.
Mhm.
But if I keep posting based on user search terms, I do think it'll continue to be successful on both pages. On both pages. But not as successful on the business page because I've already told TikTok who I am.
Well,
Yeah.
everybody, if reach out to Martine, reach out to her. Go ahead and
For
invest
sure.
in yourself. You got to invest in yourself.
Oh,
Reach
for
out
sure.
to her. She's going to help you with the getting more views and things because that equals up to money. You know, so
Yeah.
yeah, that equals money. So get in touch with her. Like you said, you can go faceless. You know, you don't have to actually be on it. And not only that, you want to make sure that you don't go down a rabbit hole that you really don't. You
You're
know,
wasting your time.
yeah, wasting your time. But not only
Yeah.
I like something that you said in the beginning about what other people are doing and what they're liking with the argument and stuff like that. We are everybody in this community are positive people. So we don't want to go that way just to try to make money because if you'll be selling yourself, you'll be selling your
So,
soul. So
yep.
you don't want
Selling
to do
yourself
that.
short.
Yeah. And
Yep.
you want to do that. You want to stay where you at. You don't want to get off. You're creators. You create things. You create products. You make things. You make people happy. So you want to focus in on that. That's the reason why people need to get with you so they can, not veer off to some other thing
Oh,
and
for sure.
some dark path somewhere they get caught up into something and you be like, oh my God, I really don't want to be here. But it's making you don't want to be in that position.
No, goodness, no. But I always want to make sure I acknowledge it because people don't understand why those things are successful, and it's because the algorithm doesn't care. And you got it, and which to me says, then I have to make sure I don't care either and not engage in those spaces. But every time I do, I'm helping the algorithm do that work. And then the work that actually matters doesn't get a lot of action because ain't nobody arguing.
Yeah.
Right. And when I say, having a hot take is not a bad thing, or having a viewpoint that differs the audience is not a bad thing. I'm talking about stupid stuff like the messy, unnecessary mess. But it does very well. That's just the truth. But fight against that. Don't engage so that the algorithm is drawn to the right things. But if we don't talk about it, people don't understand. They're or they don't realize that every time you engage in that way, you helping the algorithm in a way that's actually goes against your own business. Because if you're participating in it, but your business isn't getting what it needs, you're actually going against your own efforts because you've even told the algorithm that this foolery is more important than what I have going on.
Okay. And some reason you went back mute. Martine, you on mute. Oh, okay. Yeah. Do anybody have any questions? And then when she's able to answer, we can what about the chat, Bree? Do anybody have any questions on that side?
No questions, not pertaining to the presentation. They want to know if they won.
Oh, okay. Well, can you give us some of the
but
answers that they gave?
huh?
Give us some of the answers that they gave. I know somebody came up and wanted to know if they won. I seen that.
Yes, but I don't think Miss Anne Marie, I didn't want to call her name, but Miss Anne Marie, you know how competitive Miss Anne is. She wanted to know if she won, but I don't think it was Miss Anne Marie tonight. It
Okay.
looks like it was Crystal Phelps.
Oh wow, yeah, she also took guests right in the Lakeisha too.
Always them too.
Always, always, always.
In the Facebook community. And so
So what was the answer?
You had it right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you definitely had it right.
What did Lakeisha put?
I think she put
Was it?
Gregory Abbott, and the next one she had Eddie Murphy and Party All the Time.
Yeah, the second one. Yes.
Yeah,
So
she did have those right.
Miss Crystal Phelps got that.
Mhm.
And I'll email the names to you. I'm tracking with the names.
Okay, great. All right, then, Miss Telemaid, do we have anybody else? If not, we can close it out if you like. She's on mute. Miss Telemaid, you're on mute.
I said, Miss Lydia, did you want to talk about anything or anything before we go? I want to make sure that I get you.
No, Taylor, I'm good. I was having a problem with the GPT that I wanted to present tonight, and it still is not working. I don't know. Chatty's just telling me that it cannot generate images at this time. And it's not just that GPT. I have about two others that are giving me the same problem, but not any that are listed. My listed GPTs are fine. So I'm just trying to figure out what is what. I mean, I could give a quick, let me see. If I could share. Oh, yep, I could share my screen.
Okay, that'd be great.
Are you seeing anything at all?
We see you.
Yeah, we see your Zoom.
Okay. Are you seeing this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
so this is just a quick look because I generate so many images, but this is just a quick look at the um my elf, my Christmas elves GPT. And it does, you know, different images, different scenes. We have the outdoor scenes, but you notice they're elf airs. And this is what I did. I mean, it's just a GPT for fun.
Oh, that's cute. I like that.
It's just,
Those are cute, Lydia.
yeah. And I also, I hope I have it up here. I also figured out how to
Very cute.
do, thank you, how to do, there's another one. I think I'm coming up on the one I want to show. They're baking.
Hey,
These
like
these
This,
some interesting looking elves. I don't want to be banned from Facebook, but these are some
aren't they?
these
They're
are some
actually,
risky
yeah,
elves.
they're anime. You know, I did them as
Risky,
anime. There
frisky.
you go. So I figured out how to get this because you know how Chat GPT is.
I like those.
So
Okay.
yeah, I figured it out. And most of the time, it does not tell me that I'm going against content policy. So I will tell you how I was able to get these particular images. What you have to do, it's all in the wording, and you have to put in the chat that the couple are looking at each other. You can say with their eyes closed, standing close, making kissy faces.
Mhm.
And that's what you get. You don't have to try and say they're kissing. If you just use the word kissing, even if you say kissing on a cheek, it won't generate it. It will tell you that it can't, but you just have to have the patience. Just word it, you know, they're making kissy faces at each other. Here I did it, they're standing on the mistletoe making kissy faces at each other, and that's what I got. And I did this one also, very similar. So this is a GPT that I'm doing. And like I said, it is just for fun. You can use it. I think that these would make really cute Christmas cards.
His sweater though.
I know. Listen, I had trouble with this because it was generating sweaters for him that were like halfway up his, you were seeing his six packs. And it's because I said matching sweaters. So when hers is cropped, his is cropped.
I had noticed something when I creating my GPTs. I had to separate, the instructions.
You
I have
do.
to actually tell it, the man is masculine, and then you tell
Mhm.
it, and then I have to say the woman is feminine. So you have to
Exactly.
put those things in there, and then it'll usually follow that. Do you do something similar to that, or you do something?
Yeah, I have to do, I've noticed now initially when you were generating, you really didn't have to say that. But what I'm noticing is that the more Chat GPT grows, the more that they upgrade what you're doing, you definitely have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, so these are my anime Christmas elves. And the GPT basically gives you what you want sometimes. I didn't ask for this kind of look. I was going more for what look? I was not going for that. I was going for more the anime, but it does give you different versions. I checked, and yes, there are anime that look like this, more realistic.
Mm-hmm.
So I just left it in there.
Now, is this in your conversational starter? Those different variations of?
No, they're not. It just gave them to me.
Oh, okay. So that's
Initially, yeah, initially I did specify when it started doing that that I don't want these type. I just wanted the actual anime
No, the same one.
and similar to this
Mm-hmm.
or this. But then I thought of it and I said, you know what? I'm not going to specify what type of anime because there are about 6 or 7 different types of anime when you really go into it. So I just took out the specific one I was looking for. So it just generates, it gives me different versions. And if I don't like what it's giving me, I just say I don't like this style. And I ask for another one and it gives it. But just remember, they are looking at each other, standing close, making a kissy face. And most times you'll either get this or this, or even that. But it will not tell you that you're violating content policy. So that is basically what I'm working on that I couldn't show tonight.
Well, you seem like you showed it to me. That was the show.
That's my show and tell.
That I appreciate that. Those were some that was nice. I want to play with those. I want to play with it. I want to play with it.
I know you do, Taylor. It's coming your way.
Me. So before I let us go, William, did you put that new GPT out that you did today?
Well, what I can do is I can show some of the images if people want to see them.
You can show some of the images, and I'll show some of the images of when I was playing with it in Midjourney.
Oh, okay then. All right then.
Okay,
Well,
let's do that.
on screen.
Okay.
Okay. Show some of. Okay, this is the new GPT I'm actually working on. But I just wanted to say that Bree has really started something with the long necks, with the I mean, just everybody is kind of going to like imagery like this because of what she has started, with the different types of look. making the animation look, not as realistic, but more like something towards this. So this is basically the next GPT that I'm working on. Let me see if I can bring up some more. Here, I'm gonna go down the line and see what I got here. Something like that. The thing that I don't like is I don't like these guys with earrings on there. So, but what I do is I go into one of my tools right here, the remove tool, and all I have to do is pretty much just circle over it, and I can just remove that earring right there. And it should remove soon. Okay, once it go up. Oh, it didn't remove it, just made it more enhanced. So we're gonna try it again. This time I'm gonna get a little bit more space. What I'm doing is I'm getting a little bit more canvas in there to let it know, hey, I want you to get rid of them earrings. Hopefully I do it on this one. Okay. It's getting there. One more time should be a charm. Okay, as you see, it's getting there. It's not really, it left a little bit here and here, but it's really not what I'm looking for, but it's getting there. Let me see this next one. What we got on this next one? Yeah, Bree, you really started something. Also too, I asked on this GPT, what I did was I told it not to show any, do not generate any trademark, logos, or anything that is copywritten imagery that's in there. But it kind of still got that little Nike. It really doesn't look like a Nike. And I guess this is that, I forgot what maker is that one with this one.
Vans.
Yes.
But that's not quite it though.
It's not quite it. It's not quite Nike, but, and as you can see that it removed this off of this blazer, the Chevy logo, so it removed off the blazer. So once again, these ugly earrings, I don't know why it does this. I don't like that. I grown up in a time where we didn't wear as boys, we didn't wear earrings. So I grew up in that era. So yep. And I'm just gonna show one more and then I'm gonna give Taylor made back to this one is more cartoony like. Okay. This is something I'm looking at. And it's kind of funny how they got that spray paint and everything. And it looks like it's a van over here in there. That looks like Converse's right there, what she's wearing. So basically, but that's the next GPT I'm working on. I'm trying to do something fun, and thank you, Bree, for giving me those ideas and inspiration.
Absolutely. I think we all give each other ideas, just fresh ideas in general.
Yeah. So, all right then, Miss Telemate, I give you back the mic. She's on mute. I don't have my little phone to call her.
My bad. I'ma just show some images that I had because I had started playing with it in chat, and then I took the prompt over in Midjourney. I am no way, I have to put this disclaimer out there. I am in no way, shape, or form a regime. Okay. So having said that, I'ma still share my get down. So this is where I had started right here. Wait, wrong way. Sorry.
Okay. I'm kind of liking these.
Those came out really great, Taylor. You did a great job.
Yeah, those are good.
Mm-hmm.
And the earrings are a little, on some of them, the earrings are smaller for the guy.
I can deal with studs, but okay, I kind of like that.
Those look like the what's the cartoon character? The ones in the yellow?
Yeah.
The minions. Those look like the minions.
So I was playing around with Regina's style reference guide and everything from what she emails everyone out if you're subscribed to her email list. So if y'all ain't subscribed to Regina's email list for the SREFs every month, y'all need to get with that because that's what I was playing with. That's what I be playing with. And
Yeah, these are really beautiful.
Oh, those are
Mhm.
nice.
and these are from that was from that too, even those I had my weird
I
on. I had
love
my weird
those.
on
I
high.
love that one.
See what you did, Bree.
Huh?
See what you started.
Hey, if we want to be starting something, you got to be
Have to be
starting
starting
something.
something.
The hot get over.
Yeah, yeah,
Low to get under.
yeah, yeah,
Stuck in the middle.
yeah, yeah.
I
Pain is thunder.
just wanted to show what I had did with the GPT over in Mid Journey. That's about really all I got right there.
I have a question.
Yes.
Yes.
William, do you think that if you put that the guy's ears are not pierced, that they may not put earrings in them?
You know what? I'm definitely gonna try it. Because the only other option I could do is put headphones on them. And I don't want to really do that on every one of them. But yeah, that's something I definitely gonna do that. Just type in there, ears are not pierced.
Or you can actually tell it, do not put any earrings on the mail.
Tried that already.
You
It
can say
seemed
That's
like
what I had to do.
And
My elf
it's
was
not
like if
working.
wearing,
you say that, then it does it even more drastically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Uh,
it does.
I don't know, my elf man had more earrings on his ear than the woman. And I had a serious conversation with Chatty. And I said, don't ever, ever, ever.
Yeah.
And I put it all in caps,
Serious
put
conversation.
earrings on these male elves. And that was it. Never got another one.
Oh, okay, cool.
I put them in caps and then I am so sorry, blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, just
Yeah,
don't put them on.
me and Bree talked about that too. She said that she in all caps. Am I correct, Bree?
mm-hmm. Yes, all caps.
And I
And
did.
it's not working.
Yeah.
I write all my GPTs in all caps.
But I think what it is, ChatGPT doesn't have a negative prompt. I think Midjourney, they start off with the negative prompt and that it will remove certain things off of that. And I don't think ChatGPT understand what a negative prompt is. Do anybody else have any ideas on doing a negative prompt?
Maybe if you say his ears are bare, I don't know, because when you say bare, then they're gonna give you bare something else. So
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
they probably put a bear on.
oh, no,
I
I
do
don't
have a question for you, William.
Yes.
When I was doing a GPT recently, and the image was completely different from what I wanted, and I stated that I said I did not ask for this. You gave me something that was not in the whole thing about what is that area that they call where you go in and you make the GPT? I forget what that area is called. Anyway, I put that was not part of what I requested. The GPT said, I will add that to my memory. Now, I remember some time ago, I kept seeing, are you using memory or would you like to use memory? Now I don't see it. I've never used it.
Hmm.
Do you know anything about that?
No, I don't. I don't.
Memory is still there. It still does it. It just really doesn't tell you.
See, because I've been looking for it. There used to be a tab, but I don't see it anymore.
Hmm.
But what really, kind of jarred my memory is when it said that it would add it to its
You mean
memory.
the custom part? Are you talking about not the custom GPT, but the custom?
No, not the section where you create it. The area where you actually generate,
Oh.
not where we go in to create, but kind of like what a customer would go through.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I put in. Again, I normally put only me. So I don't, in error send it to someone. So it was still in only me when I was testing it. In other words, I'm the only one that can access it, even if I send a link to someone. So
Mm.
that's where it came up.
Mm.
But a few like yesterday when I was looking for it, I couldn't find the memory part. And it was visible before.
Mm.
So as I said, I don't know if it's still there, but
I found it.
it's still
I,
there.
it's under settings and personalization.
Oh,
When you click on
they
your
switched it. Yeah.
initials or whatever,
Okay.
you can turn it on or off and you can manage it. So whether you want to delete some stuff or whatever.
Okay, I'm going to check that out.
Anya says that it just means it will retain it in its memory to revisit later.
But if you ask it, can you memorize? Can you remember something? I usually get no. I was thinking that and I asked, can I ask you to continue to keep something in your memory so that this will not occur? And the answer was basically no. But
So the memory basically is so that it'll remember what you did from one chat to the next, and you can refer to that.
okay,
So um if I talk about what Valentine's Day in one chat, I'm having an event, and then I go into a totally different chat, then I can say I need an email for the Valentine's Day event or something, and it'll be able to cross-reference in in the chat
so
so
that
that
is what it's
you
for
don't have
now.
to start over. Yeah.
Okay, because it used to be when we were creating images, the memory was there, but with all of the updates, I don't know.
You
I'm
can
gonna
also
try that
give it a
out.
name. You can also give your memory a name if you want to use your a Gen ID as well. You can give it a name.
Okay, I'm gonna
And
do that.
what's that number?
Gen
See
ID.
The seed ID.
the same number.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, ladies.
All right. Well, did anybody have any final?
Anne Marie asked William how long no, what long name do you have for this GPT?
William.
William. Like we're waiting.
He's reading
I
it.
gotta take a look at it. I don't.
He's
I
reading
I
it.
can't
It's that
remember
long.
long names.
The name's so long, he gotta read them.
Yeah. Hey, that's my trademark, long names.
Oh Lord. I just wanna for those that did get on today, I wanna say thank you. And for those that don't know, I do have another business trust business trust class coming up on the first weekend of November. And in a couple of days, I will have the replay of today's class. And from what feedback I got from today's class, if you want that class, I will advise you to get today's um what I went over the replay because it was a lot. We always talk about getting, us having a business, us doing our business, and us being good and making money. But I always say if our foundation is not correct, it doesn't matter how much money we make. Because like building a business on water. If we don't make sure we on a solid foundation, we gonna sink. So for those that I did post that link for that class, and from now until midnight my time, I will be nice and still let it be. You inbox me, I'll give you the code to get it for $25. Because it did go back up to 75. So that's just how important it is for me. And it's just not like Taylor said, it's just not talking about the business trust. Keisha can talk about it. It's just not a business trust. You're just not gonna you get almost everything in there that you would need to get started with your business. I tried to make sure you had what you needed at that particular point. So later on down the line, it might be something you need to fix, but you already got it.
Great.
All right. Well, thank you uh for that final feedback. Lakeisha, you said something, you wanted to show something.
Okay, hold on. Ugh.
You hear me, lady? No. I said, do you have some more black hair?
Do this real quick because it's late. I just wanted to show y'all. This is one of the new sticker papers that I'm coming out with. So mine will have designs on them already.
Lights go off automatically, so right?
So this way, when you get it, when you order it, you can put your own words to it.
Lights go off automatically, right?
So that's just one of them. I can't say where the rest of, hold on. I think I know where it's at.
Do you have a charger in the car? You don't have a charger?
Yes. Everybody got a charger in the car.
I'm just asking.
Huh? The big one.
All right.
Everything else of mine, not charging my phone.
So here's another one.
Didn't I tell you to put your shoes on? I know. But before you graduate, I told her to put her shoes on, so she had one.
Here's another one.
Ma'am, would you give me this whole thing?
Yeah. I was gonna say, Keisha, you didn't outdid yourself again, man.
I'm about to go try my cookie brain.
Thank you.
All right, man. That's out.
By the way, I used your sticker paper today, Lakeisha.
You did?
I did. I'll send you the pictures of what I did.
Okay.
I made some cards.
Okay. These are all different ones. This is one of my favorites. As I said, I like the outdoors. I like flowers. This is Ode to Taylor.
Yep.
Because I love that outdoor autumn look. And here's another one. So that's just some of them that's going on. I don't know if y'all saw this one better. This is a dual color. So this way, when you get your sticker paper, if you order these, any one of them, you put your own words to it, say what you want to say on it. Nobody has to write it for you. You don't have to purchase words or anything like that. And that's that. And I will be also coming out with my own journal kits. So I'm working on that.
Okay. Check little mama. Well, William.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you want to say anything?
Well, I just want to just say thank you to everybody. We had a little technical difficulties in staying with us. We didn't have our regular mixer mic going on with our sound effects, but we still made it good. So thank you for just being patient with us. Appreciate it.
Okay. And oh yeah. The first live crafting connections is going to be next week, Thursday. That's going to be the first live crafting connections, and the romance class kit is also going to be put up for yeah. So all the information for that is going to be put up same day, Thursday, as the crafting connections. And yeah, so y'all just be on the lookout for that. I want to thank everyone on the panel that was here today, that shared, that came on and did y'all thing. I really appreciate y'all. Miss Shanice, I was so glad to finally meet you and see you and everything. Thank you for sharing that GPT, and I am gonna let you know when I finish doing my get down.
Okay. Thank you.
But I sure want to make a chapter book with that. Sure do. And yeah, I want to thank every single body. Like Martine ain't here, but I'll hit her up and tell her thank you too. Thank you. Thank everyone that tuned in, Facebook, YouTube. Thank you guys for tuning in with us and hanging out with us. Y'all heard everything that Martine said. So we had all kinds of gems being dropped. William gave a right quick tutorial on how to get rid of things that you don't want in an image from AI. You know, we got we had a lot going on today that I enjoyed. I hope everyone enjoyed the show today. Again, forgive everything. It's not our normal show. Normally we be on here live partying and everything, but it was still cool. It was still cool. So once again, thank you guys for tuning in with us, and we'll see you guys next week, Saturday, for the next episode of the Will and Taylor Show.
And I won.
And Lakeisha won. Look, thank you for reminding us
every week. Keisha can't play next week. She has got to let somebody else win. She has to let somebody else win next. Lakeisha, I'm not gonna win. You're not gonna play.
Go to TRM and win tomorrow.
No, you cannot go to TRM and win tomorrow either. No. Keisha, you can't play for a week. No.
You know, I thought this was a little bit harder, but I don't know. I think I might have to do something from the Eagles or something, you know, to throw people
Don't do that.
off.
Don't do that.
Because but
A lot of
anyway,
stuff
you
you
know, you
pick, I
reach out.
know. I just gotta get it. That's
Mhm.
why you see me up here. I be like, with my head, like, yeah, it's coming. I'm gonna get it. And plus, Gregory Abbott, "Shake You Down" was one of my mother's favorite songs. So I can never forget that one.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right then. Well, thank you all for coming. Miss Teleme, did you want to go ahead and close it out for us?
No, I pretty much thanked everybody, and we'll see y'all next week. Next same bat time, same bat channel for the Will and Taylor Show.
Before everybody go, I just want to mention what I do is I take these videos and I make shorts out of them. So all you have to do is either go to Telemade YouTube channel or my channel, and you can just get the clip. If it's an item that you've seen, I mean, I'm sorry, if it's a GPT or any product that you have demonstrate, you can just get that part of the YouTube and you can use it for yourself if you want to advertise something that you have. So just get it, do whatever you want with it, share it, okay? Because we also too get views from it. Okay.
Yep.
All right then. Well, thank you, and we're going to close it out.
All right, you guys. Thank you for coming. Good night.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.